The Atlantic League champion York Revolution is on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Onto the track, it is gone! It's gone!
Revs Baseball on WOYK is brought to you by PeoplesBank, WellSpan Sports Medicine, Shipley Energy, Maple Donuts, Broadway Transmission, Flying Feet, Dasher Investment Services, York Mitsubishi, Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group, Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, Rudders, Pennsylvania Lottery, Neighborhood Sure Save Markets, PSECU, Kona Ice, Smith, Mayer and Little, York County Bar Association, and by Downtown Inc.
Swinging a ground ball, rolled to short, Dead's got it, throws, it's over! And the York Revolution are 2017 Atlantic League champions!
Now with the call of today's game, here's the voice of the Atlantic League champion York Revolution, Daryl Henry.
Good evening, everyone, from PeoplesBank Park here in downtown York. Welcome to game number 16 of York Revolution Baseball. We'll try this again here tonight. It'll be a rain delay of about an hour and a half, but now a scheduled 8 p.m. start as the Revs, better late than never, will open this series against the Somerset Patriots. Welcome back, everyone. Daryl Henry alongside Michael Markey and Tanini, and welcome to Revs Baseball. Another night impacted by rain, but it won't be washed out due to rain. We will play tonight. It is much cooler than it was earlier. Earlier today, the heat index was 95 in the late afternoon at one point. The scoreboard right now reading 69 degrees as it did right after the deluge when we came on the air originally around 6:15, close to our normal on-air time to let you all know that we would be delayed tonight. Well, they've worked feverishly to get the field ready, and now looking at an 8 p.m. start for this series opener here this evening. So this is the second straight day where we've had a delay at the beginning of at least 90 minutes, an hour and a half tonight. It was an hour and 44 minutes on Sunday. The Revs at 8-7 coming off being swept in that doubleheader, so they're trying to snap a two-game skid here tonight, and Somerset trying to do the same, even though their two-game skid dropped them all the way from 10-3 to 10-5 on the season. It is the first meeting between these two teams here this year, and the Revs last season 7-0 against the Patriots here at home. York 2.5 back entering play tonight. Somerset 2 games up in first place over in the Liberty Division. And Michael, the doubleheader scheduled for tomorrow, so you certainly wanted to get this game in tonight, and it was pretty nasty at 6 o'clock, 6:30 when we first came on, but it is beautiful right now. It's going to make for a late night, but Revs getting some pieces back, which I think is the big story in this game. Melky Mesa and Jose Cuevas both in the starting lineup.
Yeah, the silver lining tonight is getting a couple guys back after 2 tough losses on the doubleheader day a couple days ago, but there's a lot to look forward to with both Mesa and Cuevas coming back, 2 guys that can swing the bat really well. Melky Mesa, minimum 1 plate appearance, is leading the league in hitting 1,000. He's got a double, and that double was a line shot to the left center gap. He ended up scoring a run too before being removed from that game later in that inning. So in his one at bat and then coming around the bases, a solid season debut back on April 28th for Mesa. And for Cuevas, a guy who played the first few games of the season for the Revs, he got hurt on May 2nd in the second game of a doubleheader against the Road Warriors, and he looked good at third base. He also made a start at short. The bat wasn't quite there yet, but he's a valuable piece, especially because he can play multiple positions, and we know he can hit, and that bat's going to come around soon.
Well, on the mound tonight, it'll be Mitch Atkins, who was acquired from Somerset via trade during the offseason. He'll make the start for the Revs, coming in a record of 0-1 with a 7.90 ERA, but that was mostly one really rough start. He rebounded from that in his last outing, going 6 scoreless at Southern Maryland Wednesday, just 2 infield hits given up. And left-hander Dwayne Belo, an all-star reliever for the Patriots last season, now starting. He'll make his 3rd start tonight, 0-1 with an ERA of 9, having given up 7 runs in 7 innings. Coming up on our pregame, we'll hear from Mays. He'll detail the impact that having Cuevas and Mesa back in the lineup tonight could make. And to talk about the struggles a bit from Sunday as well. And a lot of those struggles have been offensively, and certainly those two guys returning tonight should be a boon to that effort. But the Revs still find themselves above 500 coming into this one, and certainly some room to move up those Freedom Division standings. First pitch tonight is set for 8 p.m. now, and we'll have it for you right here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Dale E. Anstein is a personal injury law firm that specializes in auto and motorcycle accidents, workers' compensation, and personal injury cases. Anstein has been proudly protecting the injured in Central PA for more than 40 years and is proud to support the York Revolution. At Dale E. Anstein, consultations are always free, and there is no fee unless they win the case for you. To learn more about Dale E. Anstein, or if you're in need of representation, go to AnsteinLaw.com. That's ANSTINE Law.com.
We are your auto loan experts. Hello, I'm Sue DeStefano, President and CEO of First Capital Federal Credit Union. With terms you can trust and competitive rates as low as 2.49% APR, First Capital is the first place to go when you're looking for an auto loan. At First Capital, you're a member, not just a number. You can apply for your loan online at firstcapitalfcu.com or stop by any of our branches. First Capital, putting you first. Federally insured by NCUA.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
Is your backyard an inspiration or more like an eyesore? Get your backyard ready for summer with Penn Dutch Structures. Our selection of Amish-crafted sheds, swing sets, gazebos, and outdoor furniture includes everything you need to play, relax, and entertain all summer long. Take advantage of big savings on our in-stock or built-to-order sheds, or enjoy free delivery and assembly on any of our vinyl swing sets. See our impressive selection of outdoor structures at the Markets at Shrewsbury, located off I-83 on the Susquehanna Trail.
Need to get some cash? No problem. Head to Royal Farms, step up to the ATM, and
get your cash for nothing, cause there is no fee.
Yep, that's the way we do it at Royal Farms. Some retailers charge to use their ATMs. We don't. Our ATMs are surcharge free, so you can always get
cash for nothing, cause there is no fee.
Anytime at all Royal Farms ATMs.
A bank or credit card fee may apply.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood Sure Save stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Hanover Architectural Products Spring Paver Sale is back. From April 30th to May 25th, find select items up to 50% off. Save on select patio pavers, bricks, garden walls, fireplace and fire pit kits, natural landscaping stones, boulders, equipment rental, and organic mulch. Hours are Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. to noon. Visit them on 500 Hanover Road in Hanover. Call 717-637-0500 or visit paverday.com for more details. That's 500 Hanover Road in Hanover.
The York County Economic Alliance is York County's primary business resource, representing over 1,100 member businesses and 50,000 employees in York County. The YCEA serves to lead economic growth, connect local businesses, and to create a prosperous York County. This month, the YCEA celebrates the anniversary of Murphy and Dittenhafer Architects. The York County Economic Alliance. Together, we prosper. Visit ycea-pa.org.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Fans, it's time to go inside the clubhouse for all the latest on your Atlantic League champion York Revolution and tonight's matchup. It's time for the Broadway transmission Managers Report. Now, here's the manager of the Revs, Mark Mason.
All right, Mace. Well, tonight let's start with a little bit different lineup and a lot more depth. You're able to get Cuevas and Mesa in there as of today, and that's got to be a huge relief for you to sit there and write that lineup card out and be able to, first of all, have 4 guys on the bench, but, of course, to be able to put those 2 in there.
No question about it. I mean, it makes us a deeper team. We're able to match up a little better left and right. And we need to see those guys play. They've been out for a while, so they need to get in there and get their at-bats, because they're going to be guys that are going to be contributors for us here down the road. So they need to get in there and, and see some live pitching and things like that.
Was the biggest noticeable absence to you when the team was facing a lefty and you didn't have some of that wiggle room?
Well, I mean, I think the numbers would bear that out, and it's early in the season. That doesn't mean our lefties won't hit left-handed pitching, but, right now where we stand, it would, it could have been a little bit more of a convenience to be able to go to a right-hander against a left-handed reliever and things like that. But, it's the roster was what it was, and guys were banged up, and, so we're I don't want to say we're still taking a look around at what we have, but, some of these guys have been down. It's almost 3 weeks now, counting the off days, so we need to get them in there.
And Cuevas and Mesa in particular, those are two impact guys that you were looking at coming into the year. So it's not just depth that you're getting back, but guys that hopefully will get in there and do some damage.
Oh, no question. At the beginning of the year, Cuevas, he's our starting third baseman, and Mesa's out there either going to play outfield or DH some, and so we're just trying to. It gives us more ways to move around the field. Cuevas can play short. We can put Zach Wilson at third. We can put Zach at first. We can put Bergie at first. We have all the other outfielders. Dent can get a day off. Casilla can get a day off. Silva can come in and play the infield. So with Mesa and Cuevas able to play now, it gives us more options, against different starting pitchers.
Came out to the press box at about 2 o'clock today and saw guys hitting early work. And was that a product of the frustrations from Sunday?
Well, I'm not going to say it was all based on Sunday. I just think it's been a comprehensive view of everything that we've done for the first 15 games. We have the least amount of at-bats in the league for a team, and we have the most strikeouts. And I think part of that is everybody's pull happy here. We're trying to hit the ball over every wall, and we're really not focusing on hitting the ball the other way, especially with 2 strikes or especially with runners in scoring position and less than 2 outs. We're taking the same size hacks with 2 strikes as we are with no strikes. And, I'm just trying to send a message where we've been in this ballpark for a long time, and we know that if you're pull happy here as a hitter, you're not going to hit for average, and you're going to strike out a lot. So, we just, if we're not going to make those adjustments in the game, then we'll do some drills here to try to make them at least think about it.
With regards to Sunday's doubleheader, were the biggest positives to you the way that both starters, Detweiler had the 1 inning where the conditions were awful, and most of those were unearned, and some of the relievers got in, and for the most part, guys threw the ball pretty well? Yeah,
Jay, in the first game, Jay was incredible, and the pitch count was great. They weren't touching him at all, really. He was dealing, so, there was really no reason to get him out of there, and all the bullpen guys that came in behind him, Rincon did a good job, Carson did a great job, 3+ innings, whatever it was. We had a bunch of guys that stepped in and did a good job in the first game. We just basically left too many guys on base and too many opportunities out there. It ended up costing us the game, really. I thought when you pitch 11 innings and give up 3 runs, you should be able to win that game normally. So, and the second game, you really can't say a whole lot about that. Detweiler was great, and then, we had a miscue on a pop-up, and then it poured down rain. It's really hard to judge anybody when it's pouring down rain and everything's slippery and wet and muddy, and, that's just kind of one of those. It is what it is. A lot of unearned runs, and you just take your whipping and be done with it. But I think Ross threw the ball really well until the rain kicked in.
Well, tonight you've got Mitch Atkins getting the ball in this one, and that start on Wednesday at Southern Maryland. That was a sight to behold, and a complete 180, which I'm sure he was expecting, and then he went out there and did that.
No question. He was definitely 180 degrees from the start in Lancaster, and I'm actually starting to say that word better now, I guess. or more like from around here, I guess I should say. But anyways, yeah. And that's baseball, and that's pitching. It's like, you have one outing where you're just brutal, just not good at all. And then the next time you go out there, you're like Cy Young. So it's just a crazy game, and you never know what's going to happen until you get out there. But I was happy for him. I think that was a big confidence builder for him, and that's not an easy ballpark to pitch in either. So I thought he did a really good job there.
All right, Mace, thanks a lot. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, Revs manager Mark Mason on the Broadway Transmission Managers Report. Listen in on Karina Alker with our national anthem tonight.
Ball cover for the performance of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
A fantastic job by Karina Alker here tonight at PeoplesBank Park, our national anthem. And with that just about set to go, the Revs have taken the field for this game, and after the storm moved through and we spent the time getting the field ready, there's almost a yellowish tint to the sky as the sun sets against what remains of the cloud cover here. Better late than never, as we will play game number 16 of the season here tonight. It is Bobcats at the ballpark night, so members of Northeastern School District are here. And the starting lineups brought to you by Flying Feet. For the Somerset Patriots, Julio Bourbon will lead off in center. Andy Chavez, 42 years old. He's in right field batting second. Justin Trapp, the second baseman, will hit third. Kyle Roller is the DH batting cleanup. Alex Castellanos, the third baseman, hits fifth. Danny Dorn at first base will bat sixth. The seventh place hitter is left fielder Mike Francoso. Alfredo Rodriguez at shortstop hits eighth, and Jovan Gonzalez will catch and bat ninth. Again, it's Bourbon, Chavez, Trapp, Roller, Castellanos, Dorn, Francoso, Rodriguez, and Gonzalez for the Patriots. That lineup facing Mitch Atkins, who was brilliant on Wednesday, and Michael, you were there to see it. I was listening to it on my way home and was right there with you. He was terrific.
Well, he looked great. He really did. And from the first pitch he threw that day until the last pitch he threw, he was dealing, and he wasn't throwing that hard. We know Mitch isn't a guy who's going to blow people away at this point in his career, but he was painting corners. He was keeping guys off balance, mixing his pitches really well. And I know Mace talked about in the pregame today that he was really impressed with what Mitch was doing, and he just looked good bouncing back from that tough start in Lancaster. He was great in Southern Maryland. Unfortunately, didn't get a win, but put the Revs in a position to win, and they ended up going on to win that game.
Well, he's ready tonight. Our Dasher Investment Services first pitch is taken high. We are underway. 8:06 is our start time tonight. The rain delay officially 1 hour and 36 minutes. It's 71 degrees here at the start now. The 1-0. And that misses wide. Bourbon, a left-hand hitter, batting at .269 with 1 home run, 7 driven in. He is tied for second in the league in extra base hits with 9. 6 doubles, 1 homer, 2 triples. Pitch is a fastball, and that's over for a strike. Our plate ump tonight is Nate Caldwell. At first base, P.J. McConville, and Derek Moshe at third base. A picturesque scene, the 2-1, and a foul against the screen. Some interesting cloud cover left over from that front that came through. And the cloud cover that came through at the beginning of that front was like Armageddon, so I guess this is whatever would be left behind from Armageddon. The 2-2, and a line drive right center base hit through a wide open alley. Witherspoon will hustle over to glove it, spins, fires towards second, and not in time. Strong throw, but Bourbon slides in with a double. They had him favored the other way, and instead he hits it to the pull gap, and he's got his 7th double and his 10th extra base hit.
It's just a case of Bourbon going the other way against what the Revs scouting report had, so nothing you can do there, and Bourbon with the good speed able to get to second there. A good throw from the outfield in, but Bourbon again too fast.
Lights are taking effect here at the beginning, even with some daylight still here past 8 p.m. Here is Endy Chavez. Cuevas moves in at third, and Atkins fires a strike to start him off. Cuevas was Chavez's teammate with Bridgeport. Knows that he may drop one down, but did not on that first pitch. Here's the stretch from Atkins. Look back at second, 0-1. Now he bunts, and back to Atkins, whose play will be to first, and he makes the throw there. Sacrifice is good. It goes 1-3. It was right back, centered toward the mound, and he did not bunt on the first strike, but he did on the second. The Patriots with their league-leading 5th sacrifice bunt.
That's big for Mitch right there that the Patriots bunted. Yes, they do move a runner over. It's a productive out, but Mitch gets an easy out, especially after giving up a leadoff double. That's important to find an easy out after that.
And now Justin Trapp, the 3-hole hitter. Infield stays back. First pitch. He swings, smacks it to third. Cuevas lays out, took a look home, but has to get himself up. And by the time he does all that, he'll elect to make the throw to first. It is an RBI ground out. If it's right at him, Bourbon's in real trouble. But because Cuevas had to pounce and sprawl to his left, by the time he got up, he took that play at first base. And Somerset with a first inning run, but 2 outs in the inning.
That would have been a tough play for Cuevas on the first ball he fields coming off that ankle injury to have to turn and pivot toward home and try to sneak a throw in there. So he takes the sure out, now bases empty, 2 outs for Atkins.
Kyle Roller, the DH, first pitch to his former Patriots teammate, is in for a strike at 91. Roller, who was among league leaders in pretty much everything offense last year, it's been a really rough start for him. 0-1, and he misses in the dirt, a changeup. He's hitting 147, no home runs, 6 RBIs. He's tied for 3rd most strikeouts in the league with 19. But he is 1 off the league lead in walks with 12. And the pitch to him, fastball just outside. Atkins acquired in March in the deal for Chase Hutchinson. Tonight making his 4th start with York. There's the wind, the 2-1, and a swing and a pop foul, headed back and out of play. Atkins' first start, 4 innings, 2 runs. Then he had the one in Lancaster where he had a little dead arm, 4 innings, 12 runs, 10 earned, and followed it up with a masterpiece last time. Has his sign from Cruz, the 2-2. Swinging a rip, and that's a base hit into right center. The Revs had him played to pull, and Roller smacked it toward where Casilla ordinarily would be at second base, but he was a few steps toward first. And Kyle Roller with a 2-out single.
Mitch just has to limit the damage right here. A 2-out hit off him. Nothing too big to deal with right now, but a walk, another hit, and then you're in trouble. So Mitch just has to bear down right now and get Castellanos, keep it to 1 run here in the first.
Patriots in their navy tops on the road, by the way. Revs in their alternate home whites with the shoulder stripes. First pitch to Castellanos. It is a fastball for a strike. So if you remove that start in Lancaster, the other 2 for Mitch, he's had a combined 2 runs allowed in 10 innings. All but 2 of his runs came in that 1 start. He deals. And a fly ball, broken bat, left field. Dotel froze to read it, now trots in. And in fairly shallow left, he'll make the one-hand grab to end the inning. Patriots do strike first with a run on 2 hits. They leave 1. And we've played a half inning tonight at Somerset 1. And the Revs coming up.
Are you one of the many people that has a 401k that is eligible to roll over, but you just haven't done it yet? Maybe you're not sure where was the best place to put it. I'm Tom Dasher of Tom Dasher Investment Services. I specialize in helping you getting your 401k and IRA money parked in the best place for you. So if you haven't rolled your 401k yet, or if you're not satisfied with your IRA, call me for a consultation at 487-2096. That's 487-2096. And check out my website at tomdasher.com.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
The Revolution plays here. Play ball! The new Sports Radio 1350.
One nothing. Patriots have the early edge. Revs coming up against lefty Dwayne Belo, and here's the York lineup tonight, brought to you by Flying Feet. Jared Mitchell in right field leads off. Travis Witherspoon, center fielder, bats second. Alexi Casilla will play second base and hit third. Zach Wilson back over to first base tonight, batting cleanup. Wellington Dotel is in left field hitting fifth. Melky Mesa is back in DHing tonight and hitting sixth. Luis Cruz will catch and bat seventh. Jose Cuevas is in at third base hitting eighth. And Ryan Dent, the shortstop, is batting ninth. Again, it's Mitchell, Witherspoon, Casilla, Wilson, Dotel, Mesa, Cruz, Cuevas, and Dent for the Revs, facing Dwayne Belo, a terrific reliever last year. And he will go from the stretch to begin his night. First pitch is a fastball over for a strike on Mitchell. And it is 0-1. Mitchell at 224 coming in. He's 0 for 10 the last 3 games, but the previous 3, he was 7 for 15. Pitch to him. Swings and fouls it back over the roof. Fastball at 89 from Belo. Mitchell 1 home run, 4 driven in. The Revs tonight have Silva and Burgess on the bench against the lefty, but Mitchell stays in there leading off. Belo ready. Here's the 0-2. And a breaking ball shot on the ground and fair. Between the line and the third baseman, it's into left. And Mitchell on. He'll take a big turn and stop with a leadoff single. Back in the hit column there. He leads off the night. Hit it right past Castellanos along the line at third. And the leadoff man is on.
It's a great at-bat by Mitchell, going with the pitch the other way and not trying to do too much with it. Not even that hard hit of a ball. But he finds an area on the field where the third baseman Castellanos isn't hugging the line. And he's on first with a leadoff hit. Mitchell's been great in that leadoff spot, even though the low average won't indicate that.
And here's Spoon now. First pitch, he swings and grounds it towards short. To his left is Rodriguez. He got it away, and it's dropped by the second baseman, Justin Trapp. Safe everywhere. It will be an error on Trapp as Witherspoon hit it a step to the shortstop's left, and Rodriguez picked it, made a backhanded flip to Trapp, who might have had to reach just slightly, but he should have been able to handle it.
That's a play where I think, from my vantage point here, Rodriguez has a little bit more time to flip to second there. But that's a huge break for the Revs. Mitchell going in hard is tough on Trapp to have to worry about a guy sliding into the bag and also grabbing that barehanded.
Now Alexi Casilla first and second. First pitch, he bunts, and it's a good one. Perfect. And Castellanos will take it, and the throw just nips him at first. Bilo was in the area. He thought about taking it, and at the last instant let his third baseman handle it, and they just got him. Sacrifice is good, though, and it's second and third with one out.
Oh, man, that was very close to being an infield hit right there for Casilla. He's trying to drop down a bunt as a sacrifice there, but he got it on a part of the bat where he's able to drop that down and be in a position to beat it out at first, but Castellanos made a nice play. Bilo just got out of his way to allow Castellanos to get the ball and throw to first.
Now went 5-4 on the out. Trapp was over at first base covering. Here is Zach Wilson. And first pitch, he swings and pops it up. The catcher Gonzalez back to the right of home plate, approaching the on-deck area, and he's got room to make the grab just onto the warning track. And that's out number 2 in the inning, not what Wilson was looking to do there.
And first pitch, it stings a little bit to pop a ball up on the first one you see. And for Wilson there, it looked like he was trying to drive the ball and get one elevated in the air, maybe drive one in on a sac fly, but just got under it a little bit too much. Now Dotel will have to try to come up big here with 2 outs.
Wilson's been one of the Revs' better hitters with men in scoring position, now 4 for 12. And here is Dotel. Second and third, 2 outs, down 1-0 in the first. And Bilo sets, delivers, and a swing and a high fly toward the corner and right. Long run for Endy Chavez, lost sight of it, and it lands foul up on the bullpen balcony after a moment of panic for the Patriots' veteran right fielder. The sky right now, the cloud cover is orange or peachish colored with the sun setting against that front that moved through. It's really a gorgeous look, but maybe not for an outfielder trying to find one up above the lights. Dotel is 3 for 15 with York. Here's the 0-1, and a swing and a miss, fastball. It's his 6th game played since joining the Revs. He's driven in 3, all in the game that Atkins started on Wednesday in Southern Maryland, a 3-2 York win. On the stretch, and the 0-2. Fastball, strike 3 called. Down and in, and Bilo hit Gonzalez's glove where he had it set up. Dotel rung up to end the inning, and the Revs fail to score. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 men left. We've played an inning tonight. It's the Patriots 1, and the Revs nothing.
We were with you when you were struggling with the challenges of being a young athlete, before the challenges of keeping fit while working 9 to 5, and long before Pilates and Zumba were even a thing.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sport Shoes outfitted you as a young athlete. When you slipped into a new sport practically every season, you learned a lot, and you grew strong. Now that you're an adult, why stop? Flying Feet has the brands and the styles that will increase your performance no matter how you choose to maintain your fitness. Just like when you were a kid, when you shop Flying Feet, you know you'll walk away with the best fit and natural comfort. Flying Feet stocks fitness shoes and all kinds of fitness gear. So, what do you do these days? Trail walking? Working out on the track, on the street, in the gym? Sign up for exercise classes like Pilates, Zumba, or need shoes for weightlifting? It doesn't matter what you're into, you can always count on Flying Feet. It's the one sportswear specialty store that's truly ageless.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sport Shoes, 1511 Melrose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
Remember when an app was listen only? Oh yeah, that was kind of us, wasn't it? Well, we have a new app. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores and take Sports Radio 1350 on the go like never before. Listen on the go like always, and now get easier access to archived games and programs on demand. Watch WOYK game broadcasts on YouTube and so much more. Search the new WOYK on the Apple and Google Play stores and download today. It's not just an app, it's a lifestyle. Sports Radio 1350. First in York, first in sports. The Baltimore Baseball Show with Dan Connolly, right here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
Nothing. Somerset the lead. We head to the second inning tonight. First meeting between these two teams this season. Danny Dorn will lead things off. He is Somerset's first baseman, left-handed hitter. He's actually listed as an outfielder. First pitch, he swings and laces a foul into the Revs bullpen, or just above it. It hit a seat in the front row, the front corner of Section 1. And at the last instant, Ricardo Gomez ducked out of the way. It was headed right at him.
I thought he was going to make the grab, but that probably would have been a broken hand.
Yeah, his glove is not on, so good thing he didn't do that. Pitch to Dorn. He serves one. Shallow left center. Dotel on the move. He dives and just missed it. Witherspoon backing up. He'll fire in a one-hopper to second. And Dorn dumps it in just in front of the diving effort from Dotel, a leadoff base runner.
Another leadoff base runner, 2 innings in a row now against Atkins. He has to try to settle down here against the bottom of the order, but it's not going to be easy. He's got Mike Francoso, who's been on a tear, leading the Patriots in average this season.
Yeah, this has been a big story for them. He's one of the younger guys, one of the lesser experienced guys, but 5th in the league in hitting at .410. As Atkins throws over, checking in on Dorn. Francoso with a home run, 4 driven in. Tied for 2nd in the league in runs scored, and he's 4th in on-base percentage at .500. Cuevas in at 3rd. He does show a bunt, and Atkins doesn't get the outside corner on the first pitch.
And then after Francoso, you got Alfredo Rodriguez, who's 9th in the league in hitting. So this bottom of the order for Somerset can produce.
As a team, they are 3rd in the league at .280. There's the stretch from Atkins. A 1-0. And there's a fastball in for a strike. Francoso was in the Can-Am League last season. He's with the Rockland Boulders. Former University of Maine Black Bear. New Hampshire native. Pitch to him is a backdoor cutter, and Atkins doesn't get that one either. He's asking where it was. It's 2 balls and a strike. It's almost nightfall now here at PeoplesBank Park. The sky more of a charcoal gray. When we started the game, it was having that orange-yellow tint. Throw to first again, and Dorn back standing. The Patriots are 2nd in the league in steals with 16, but Lancaster, who leads the league, has almost twice as many. Now Atkins ready. The 2-1, and a swing and a tip foul at the plate. That bounced up off of Francoso. 1-0, Somerset in front, 2nd inning. Patriots 10-5. They had 4 walk-off wins in their first 6 games. They are 7-1 in one-run games, an area that, believe it or not, they struggled last year, a little under 500 despite being a playoff team. The 2-2, and a swing and a miss, a slider from Atkins, bearing hard in on the hands of Francoso, and he can't connect. 1 away.
That's huge right there, and it's nice to see Mitch have that strikeout pitch on a breaking ball early on in this game. Only 1 strikeout his last outing in that 6-inning shutout performance in Southern Maryland. And it's not a problem that he doesn't strike out a lot of guys, but to be able to strike a guy out on a great pitch right there early, that's big.
So 1 on with 1 out And Alfredo Rodriguez, the batter, 9th in the league in hitting at .375. First pitch is a cutter for a strike, outside corner. No home runs, 3 ribbies for the former Maryland Terp, and he's 5th in the league in on base. The 0-1 swings and lines it toward the big wall and left. Dotel back, and he'll have to play it off the manual scoreboard, and he picks it up barehanded, fires toward third. Dent will cut it off short of third base, and Rodriguez goes into second, standing with a double. It hit the top of the 4th inning panel, and it almost stuck. It almost put a dent and went through it. It bounced up and off the bottom of the top 4th paneling, and it's a wall ball double for Rodriguez.
That's his team-leading 19th hit this season. Alfredo Rodriguez continues to swing a hot bat. Dotel played that pretty well for a ball that got caught off the wall and then came down slower than you'd expect.
Second and third for Jovan Gonzalez, and a curveball starts him off, a called strike. 9th place hitter for the Patriots. He is 3 for 12 at the plate, coming back from an injury that cost him some time early in the year. Atkins ready. The 0-1, and a swing and a chopper at short. Dent toward the middle, has to reach low to glove it. He'll throw to first on the run. Infield was back with 2 runners on, so Dorn comes in easily to score. Rodriguez goes to third with 2 away. It's 2-0. Second RBI of the year for Gonzalez. And we go to the top of the order, and Julio Bourbon, runner at third with 2 outs. Somerset, a pair of RBI groundouts here early. They have, year after year, been one of the top situational hitting teams in the league. As Atkins starts, Bourbon with a cutter for a strike. Doubled to lead things off in the first and came around to score. They don't always put up the fanciest numbers, but often get guys in. Here's a breaking ball chopped toward first. That's foul. Wilson over to glove it. Our weather brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. Had some severe thunderstorms earlier, but right now 69 degrees, partly cloudy, and no threat of rain the rest of the night. Weather brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. Here's the stretch from Atkins, the 0-2, and he yanks a foul off the front of the Revs dugout. And the guys in there will, those that know Bourbon, will get on him and say, hit it out there. Mesa among those hollering out toward him, having fun at his expense. Bourbon, a big league vet. Atkins comes home, and he swings and flares one at short. Dent grabs it on the dirt, and he throws it first, and it gets away. A run scores to make it 3-0. It stays in play in a puddle in front of the Revs dugout. And a bad break for Atkins and the Revs. Dent was an inch away from catching it on the fly, which is what he was trying to do. He caught the short hop off a speck of dirt and tried to make that throw on the run, and it sailed on him.
I thought he did catch it out of the air. That's what I thought at first glance, but ball where trying to throw that sidearm off balance, not easy. And we know he throws like that very well on the run or off balance, but not that time.
So Bourbon is on. Andy Chavez, the hitter. And he swings and slaps one through the left side. That's a base hit. Goes the other way and has the Patriots' 5th base hit. First and second for Justin Trapp.
Second baseman, number 1.
I think it was a throwing error on Dent, not an infield hit. So that is hit number 5 now. And here's Trapp, who had the RBI ground out in the first inning. Stretch from Atkins. First pitch is a curveball. That's a called strike. Trap's been hot. He's reached base safely in 12 of his last 13. Picked up his 11th RBI in the first inning. Now Atkins, the 0-1. And a swing and a tapper softly toward third. Cuevas cuts in, steadies, and makes the throw. Now Cuevas had to charge, but he fielded it with both hands and stepped into the throw rather than on the run. He had time to do that. That'll end the inning. 2 runs score, 1 earned on 3 hits, 1 error, and 2 left. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Patriots lead it 3-0.
Looks like Mother Nature decided to skip spring and just turn on the heat. So we're going to do the same. This is Doug Sprankle, sales manager at York Mitsubishi. The heat is on to sell some new Mitsubishis and empty the lot. So come check out the all-new Eclipse Cross ES all-wheel drive. Lease it for just $189 a month for 36 months, 12,000 miles per year. Or the always popular Outlander Sport ES as low as $18,990. Growing families will love the 7-passenger Outlander ES. Get it for as low as $21,390. And as gas prices nose above $3 a gallon, you'll definitely want to take a look at the fuel-sipping 40-plus mile per gallon 2018 Mirage. Buy it for just $11,990. Plus, as always, we're hooking you up with an industry-leading 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. The heat is on at York Mitsubishi, around the corner of Route 30 and Roosevelt Avenue, York, where Mitsubishis always cost less. Come check us out at YorkMitsubishi.com.
$39.99 down plus first payment and security deposit. Tax and tax extra. See dealer for details.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at PeoplesBank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Jay Gauls. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Spurt Radio 1350, WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Somerset leads. Melky Mesa will step to the plate for the second time this season. As he leads things off here in the second inning, the Revs are thrilled to have him back. And Belo's first pitch of the inning is up high. Mesa on April 28th in the third game of the year had 1 at bat. He doubled. Stayed in to score a run, but strained a hamstring, and it's his first game played since. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. He let it rip. And he had been rehabbing it. Taking BP, base running, all the stuff in the trainer's room behind the scenes as well. Working with Chong. He came off the DL today. So did Cuevas. 1-1. And he swings, rips it at short, but right at Rodriguez. He'll gobble it up and makes the throw on to first. 1 away. Hit it hard.
Yeah, he did it. He really did hit it hard right there, just right at a guy. And for Mesa, it's good to just see him in the batter's box, and the same thing for Cuevas, which we'll see him hit after Luis Cruz here. But another hard hit ball, and Revs just, I mean, they're looking for good at-bats right now, and for guys to hit the ball hard. Those are balls that are going to drop or get past fielders, get in holes every once in a while. Just right now, Revs hit a little bit of rough patch.
Now here is Cruz. First pitch. That's up high. A lot of high fives in that dugout for Mesa on the ground out. Cruz hitting .306 with a home run, 7 knocked in. .421 here at home. The 1-0. And that misses high, a changeup. Belo is 32 years old, 6'3" lefty. Was a 19th round pick of the Tigers in '06. He grew up an hour from Detroit in Britain, Michigan. Delivers and a foul back off the net. Tigers training complex is in Lakeland, Florida. That's where the Atlantic League used to have its spring training, and that's where he Still lives in the offseason. Last year as a reliever, 5-1 with a 2.88 ERA, an Atlantic League All-Star. Set the 2-1. And a swing and a high fly right field. Endy Chavez backs up. He'll have room and makes the grab. Hit pretty well, but in fairly deep right field. Chavez is there. 2 up, 2 down. That'll bring up Jose Cuevas. Now for Cuevas, it's his first game since May 2nd. He had picked up his 3rd hit. It was a slow start for him. And on that hit, trying to leg out an infield hit, which he did, he sprained an ankle trying to avoid a collision at first base. It's the first pitch, and he swings and pops it up. Right side of the infield. Dorn backing up from first. He's called off by Trapp from second, who ran almost 90 feet. He was playing up the middle and raced all the way over toward first, and he puts it away. And the Revs go down 1-2-3 in the 2nd inning. We head to the 3rd. It's the Patriots 3 and the Revs nothing.
Since 1934, PSECU has given Pennsylvanians financial opportunities to live a better life. We are a credit union who offers valuable free and low-fee financial products, broad lending options, and outstanding money management for financing life. At PSECU, we are proud of who we are and committed to who we serve because our Pennsylvania roots run deep. We are banking on a difference. Visit PSECU.com to join us. This credit union is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Equal Opportunity Lender.
The York County Economic Alliance is York County's primary business resource, representing over 1,100 member businesses and 50,000 employees in York County. The YCEA serves to lead economic growth, connect local businesses, and to create a prosperous York County. This month, the YCEA celebrates the anniversary of Murphy and Dittenhafer Architects. The York County Economic Alliance. Together, we prosper. Visit ycea-pa.org.
Smith, Mayer & Little is a holistic wealth management group with one product, advice. We aim to simplify our clients' lives, help them retire comfortably, and build lasting legacies for their families and the causes they care about. Our purpose is simple, to make a meaningful difference in the lives of our clients, our community, and the world in which we live with the advice we provide. Smith, Mayer & Little, a wealth of knowledge about wealth. We make our living by making a difference. Visit us at financialjava.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
You're on the home of the Atlantic League champion York Revolution. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
Nothing. Somerset on top as we head to the 3rd inning here tonight. Nightfall now here in York. After a rain delay of an hour and 36 minutes at the start. Sunday, it was an hour and 44 minutes. It's a routine we would like to break. Middle 3rd of the order for the Patriots this inning. Kyle Roller will lead things off. Roller DHing, he singled through the right side his first time. And Atkins looking in, ready to go to face his former teammate. First pitch of the inning is over for a called strike. 0-1. Roller a beast last year, as we mentioned, but a really slow start. The wind and the 0-1. And he swings, hits one high in the air, left center. It carries fairly deep. Witherspoon has a beat on it, though, and he'll stop just short of the track and makes the grab. That thing was up there, and it went a pretty good distance, but handled for out number 1.
The leadoff man reached in each of the first 2 innings against Mitch, and both of those leadoff guys scored, so this is a good trend to break here, getting the leadoff guy out. To do it quickly is huge, and now you got Castellanos up, another guy who can do damage. So Atkins, really no easy outs in this lineup, so he has to just keep battling.
Castellanos awaiting. First one's down and in. He flied out to left his first time. Atkins was with Somerset in 2013 and 17. It's the 1-0. And a swing and a miss. Good late life on that fastball. Atkins last year 4-3 with a 4.06 in 11 starts and signed with the Mets. Went to AAA Vegas. 2013, he was signed by the Braves. Here's a swing and a miss fastball. After going 3-2 with a 3.98 ERA in 7 starts. 2015, he would have been the Patriots' opening night starter, but signed to go to Taiwan. He fires and misses up high. Right before the start of the Atlantic League season, he signed with the Lamigo Monkeys. Has his sign, grips it, delivers, and a swing and a pop-up foul, backing out of play. He's been to the majors with the Cubs and the Orioles, AAA with those two teams, and the Nationals, Braves, Red Sox, and Mets. On the wind, the 2-2 again, and a breaking ball, foul tipped off Cruz's shin guard. It ricochets away. Going back over the last several years, he's been as high as AAA, Taiwan, AAA, AA, AAA, and then the majors 3 straight years. And there's a fastball right on the outside corner. Got him looking. Strike 3 called. Atkins with his second strikeout of the night. He wins the battle with Castellanos. 2 down in the inning.
Big strikeout right there. Get a guy looking, and we saw a couple good-looking fastballs from Mitch on the outer half of the plate in that last AB. Mitch can pump it up there and get some life on that fastball every few pitches. He's not going to overpower you every time he throws it, but he picks his spots with it, and it's a good pitch.
Here's Danny Dorn now, the K-man. First pitch, he swings and misses. A changeup that unraveled. Dorn served a single into left center and scored last inning. It's 3-0 Patriots, but Atkins can certainly get into a groove still. He deals, and a changeup slipped high and outside. Tried to double up with that after fooling him on the first one. 1 ball, 1 strike. And he fires. Fastball missed away. Dorn played in Korea last year. He's also been to the big leagues with Arizona. Pitch is right on the outside corner. A cutter that started off and tailed back on. Atkins evens it up, 2-2. Dorn in Korea the last 2 years. Pitch, breaking ball. He dribbles it toward the middle. Casilla dives, and it's just under his dive. Into right center, a base hit, and Dorn 2 for 2 on the night.
Good pitch there from Atkins. Breaking ball diving down in the zone, but Dorn stayed on it and drove it up the middle.
Alexi diving backhand there, came close, but it's the 6th hit for the Patriots. Atkins denied of the 1-2-3 inning. And that'll bring up Mike Francoso, who struck out swinging his first time. Three 3-0, Somerset in front, still early. First pitch is beaten foul against somebody's foot. It is no balls and a strike. Francoso last year hit .278 in the Can-Am League with Rockland. He's with them the last 2 years. It's the 0-1, and that misses outside. In high school, beginning his junior year, he was just 5'6", 120 pounds. Was not a D1 recruit, but went to University of Maine, pitched to him, backdoor hook, just missed. He only missed 10 games in 4 years. He was named a captain as a senior, and then got drafted by the Pirates 2013, 27th round. He's in left field tonight. In college, he played short. He was an All-American. Pitch is swung on and fouled back. That's out of play. So he really made a career for himself. He was not blessed with size or anything. Became Maine's all-time leader in steals. The America East Player of the Year. Here's the stretch from Atkins. He deals. And a swing and a tip foul behind the plate. He's gotten as high as single A in the minor league system. The Can-Am, as we mentioned, the last couple of years. Revs will play him to pull it slightly as well. Atkins ready, deals, and missed high and away, a full count. This is Mitch's second home start, his first since April 28th, which was his Revs debut. Runner will be on the move from first with a full count and 2 outs. Wilson will back up behind Dorn. And Atkins has his sign, sets the letters, delivers, and a swing and a chop foul, and off the hat of, I think it's Ruby Silva at the end of the Revs dugout. He tried to grab it.
Francoso doing a good job fouling off pitches in this at-bat. He has a runner on base, so trying to do something with 2 outs and find a hole in that outfield. He's giving Mitch some fits here, and Mitch just has to come back with a pitch here. Don't want to lose him 3-2.
That was Obregon who almost caught it in the hat. 3-2 again is foul. That's against the netting. And we'll do it once more. Francoso making him work. Atkins is at 55 pitches. On the other side, Belo's been pretty efficient. Had a first inning jam that he escaped. He's retired 6 straight since. Another 3-2. And a grounder foul almost took out the bat boy down by the Revs dugout. Man, was he early. He basically hit it backwards.
So Alexi just picked up that ball as a skip back onto the field, and he threw it left-handed off the field.
Of course he did. Sure, he could probably do that consistently, too. Try it again. And a liner pulled foul toward the picnic area and right. It ricochets high off the tabling. And Francoso's been early on almost all of these. 7 foul balls in the at-bat.
Running out of baseballs here.
I believe this will be the 13th pitch of the at-bat. I think all 7 with 2 strikes. Try it again. And a high pop-up. This should stay in play. It's near the line at first. Casilla over from second, and he makes the grab. Snaps his glove down with the ball right in the pocket, and it was a step into foul territory. Of course it was. After all those foul balls, how else would the inning come to an end? No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the third, still 3-0 Somerset.
Rutter's has all your favorite seafood options. Tavern battered cod sandwich, crispy fried shrimp with bada bing dipping sauce, flavorful crab and corn chowder, just to name a few. Rutter's Seafood. One try and you'll be hooked. Rutter's. Why go anywhere else for seafood?
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
Rutter's Hot Dog Extravaganza is here. Rutter's Kunzler hot dogs and brand new corn dogs are only 2 for $2. Our amazing Kunzler bacon wrapped cheddar dogs and sausages are only 2 for $4. Earn 2 cents on fuel for every deal purchased. Must scan rewards card. Rutter's, why go anywhere else?
This is Luke Westfall. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Bottom of the third, 3-0 Somerset with the lead. Ryan Dent will lead things off. Dent, Mitchell, Witherspoon, 9-1-2. First pitch from Belo is a fastball over for a strike. Dent hitting at .211 with 2 home runs and 6 knocked in. Tomorrow, by the way, a doubleheader beginning at 6:30. We'll be on at 6:10. There's the 0-1. And a swing and a miss, a slider. It was up. But Dent unable to connect. No balls, 2 strikes. Patriots are 5th in team ERA, which is high for them. It's the 0-2 and a fastball up and in. They have totaled the fewest strikeouts and have given up the most home runs, 16. Belo's given up 3. That's tied for the most in the league, all in his first start. Pitch and a swing and a line drive base hit to left. Dent with a single, behind in the count, but laces a base hit, and he's a leadoff base runner here in the 3rd inning.
Great job by Dent there to get something he can hit hard and go to the pull side with it. And I really wanted to say before on that pitch that almost clipped his jersey that, hey, let it hit you. This Revs team is struggling to get guys on base. Why not let one hit you? But he finds a way on base anyway.
Now here's Mitchell at the top of the order. Led off the first inning with a single, going the other way at that time. Belo ready. First pitch is grounded to second, could be 2. Right there, trap, fires to short. Rodriguez the turn. It's not in time. Mitchell just legs it out. And he'll replace Dent with 1 away.
It looked like Jared Mitchell thought he was going to be out.
Yeah.
He legged it out, and that's why you run it out.
Now he's on with 1 out. Travis Witherspoon to the plate. Get into a fielder's choice, his first time. Belo's been to the majors. He got to the big leagues in 2011, 12, and 13. First with Detroit. He fires, and a called strike on the outer edge. Spent his first 8 pro years in the Tigers system, made it to the majors with the team that drafted him, and his hometown team growing up, for that matter. And he's also been up with Miami. The 0-1, and a swing and a foul back over the roof. In the majors, 43 appearances, 2-5 with a 4.27 ERA. Also been in the Mets system for a couple of years, mostly AAA Vegas. in 2015 and 16. He might have been managed by Wally Backman there. I think he was still there then. Pitch, runner goes, and it's a called third. The throw to second. Mitchell, the dive to the back of the bag, and he's in. It's a strikeout of Witherspoon. He was rung up, but Mitchell steals second, his 5th of the year. He'll be there with 2 outs for Alexi Casilla.
It's a big stolen base right there. You mentioned his 5th of the year. That's good for most on the Revs. And now he's in scoring position for Alexi, who we've seen do a good job hitting with 2 outs. The Revs just looking to crack the scoreboard here and struggling to score overall. They're going to have to do it with 2 outs now.
Trailing 3-0 here in the third. First pitch, swings and chops one high off the dirt at second. Trap backs up, has to get rid of it, and got him by a step. And that'll end the inning. Revs turned aside again as Casilla chopped it, and Trapp actually had to jump as it bounced up. Threw it off his heels, but got him. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. We go to the 4th. Michael with the play-by-play. Revs trailed the Patriots 3-0.
Tired of hearing that music? Especially when you already have that same ice cream in your freezer. Try something new and amazing with Tropical Shaved Ice. On Monday morning after the big company event, do you want the buzz down the hall to be, how awesome was this year's company picnic? Then crush boredom and bring on Kona Ice with over 32,000 flavor combinations. This is not your typical lackluster snow cone. Their flavors are bold and delicious. Fuzzy Navel, Margarita, Blue Hawaiian. Kona Ice is dairy-free, gluten-free, and they even offer flavors that are sugar and dye-free. No party is too big or too small. They can serve up to 1,000 people per hour. They have party packages starting as low as $100. To add more excitement to your next event, find them online.
At Donegal, we understand there are many costs associated with running a business. That's why Donegal works with you to provide quality insurance products based on your business needs, and why we deliver that insurance at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Coatman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Coatman. Coatman Kunkel Insurance.
Local sports on WOYK are brought to you by Maple Donuts, a family tradition since 1946.
The Baltimore Baseball Show with Dan Connolly, right here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
Three to nothing Patriots, top of the 4th inning from PeoplesBank Park in downtown York. 3 runs on 6 hits, 1 error for Somerset. No runs on 2 hits, 1 error for York. Mitch Atkins back out for a 4th inning. Gave up a run in the first, 2 in the second, and pitched a scoreless 3rd. He'll face Alfredo Rodriguez, who doubled and scored a run in the second to lead things off here in the 4th for Somerset. It's Rodriguez, Jovan Gonzalez, and Julio Bourbon, 8-9-1. First pitch of the inning, sent out to short. Dent has it. Off-balance throw over to Wilson. A high throw. Did he get the tag? He did. Great tag from Zach Wilson, who had to leap in the air to grab Dent's throw. Came down, basically took a shot in the dark, swiping behind his back, and he got the base runner Rodriguez. And now it's going to be a little bit of an argument down at first base. So the Somerset manager Brett Jody out for a talk with first base umpire P.J. McConville. And that was a brief discussion. A 6-3 put out there as Ryan Dent scooped up a ground ball hit right at him in the hole. Throw was high. Wilson just, all he could do was give it a shot swiping behind his back, and he just barely got Rodriguez before he stepped on first base. So a 1 pitch out for Mitch Atkins here in the top of the 4th. Here's Jovan Gonzalez. Gonzalez takes the pitch. It's a strike. Fastball over the heart of the plate, 0-1. Revs trail the Patriots 3-0. This is game 1 of a 3-game series, only a 2-day series, doubleheader tomorrow. The 0-1 to Gonzalez. Fly ball center field. Spoon coming on in the left center gap. He dives. He doesn't come up with it. It hits off his chest. Bounces to left field. Dotel, who is backing up, will go grab it in the left center gap. And getting to second on the play is Gonzalez. It's a stand-up double.
A couple of near misses in the Revs outfield tonight. Dotel earlier in the game. And Witherspoon here. He's so good, you're almost surprised when he doesn't make a play diving for a ball like that. I need to wear that one a little bit. It's short hopped up off either his chest, or I would assume he'd be a little more bothered if it was the face, but good effort.
Yeah, great effort, and that's a ball where we've seen Spoon make some spectacular plays already this season. Couldn't quite get to that one. So man on second, back to the top of the order for Julio Bourbon in the center field tonight. Doubled and scored a run in the first, reached on an error in the second, and he swings at the first pitch and sends it foul to the backstop, 0-1. Atkins retired the leadoff man here in the inning. He did so as well in the third. First two innings, he did not, and both the leadoff men that reached in the first and second came around to score. It's 3-0 Patriots here in the top of the fourth. Man on second is Jovan Gonzalez. He doubled. Not a huge lead for him out at second. Dent creeping behind. The pitch to the plate. Breaking ball sent out of play, foul, 0-2. One down in the inning. An hour and 36-minute rain delay before we got this thing started tonight. And rain delays are beginning to become a regular occurrence here at PeoplesBank Park. We've had some horrific weather over the past few days. Now Bourbon back in the box, waiting the pitch from Atkins, working out of the stretch. Atkins looking in at the sign from his catcher, Cruz. Atkins taking plenty of time on the mound, and now Bourbon finally asks for time. It's granted by the home plate umpire, Nate Caldwell. Not sure if Atkins and Cruz couldn't get on the same page or they didn't know what they wanted to go with there pitch-wise. But now Bourbon's back in. 0-2 count on him, one down in the inning. Man on second, that's Gonzalez. Now Atkins steps off, and Cruz is going to go out and have a chat. So something not clicking with those two. We're going to try to get on the same page. A quick, brief meeting on the mound. I don't think we've seen a pitch over the last minute, Darryl.
Nah, but I managed to get this cookie done in that time, so I made the most of it.
You're happy with Mitch and Luis taking a little bit extra time.
That was okay.
I think they're on the same page now. Mitch comes set at the mound, checks the runner at second, comes to the plate. Fastball misses just a little bit high, 1-2. Julio Bourbon, one of a handful of former major leaguers on this Somerset Patriots roster. The man on deck, Andy Chavez, another former major leaguer. Here's Atkins offering. The 1-2 is driven out to deep right center field. Mitchell going back, and that ball is not coming back. A fan catches it over the fence in right center. A 2-run home run for Julio Bourbon. It's now a 5-0 lead for the Patriots here in the top of the fourth.
Now, not the power source that you expect as their leadoff guy, just his second home run, but it's hit for a lot of extra base hits. Already had a double tonight. Gap-to-gap power. That's where he hit that one, in the gap in right center, and it had enough to get out right into the glove of that fan out in the lawn section.
Off the bat, it sounded good. Some good carry on it. Now with the bases empty, here's Andy Chavez. Takes low and inside, 1-0. 5-0 Somerset here in the fourth. The only inning they haven't scored in was the third. Mitch Atkins has yet to retire the side in order tonight. Here's the 1-0 to Chavez. Hard hit, ground ball to second. Casilla dives to his left, throws over to first in time. Nice play by Alexi Casilla on the 4-3 putout. Getting his chest dirty there. Diving deep in the hole at second. There's 2 down in the inning with no one on.
Some serious big league experience in that play.
Oh yeah.
These guys have seen a lot, Casilla and Chavez.
Now with 2 down and none on, Justin Trapp, the second baseman. He looks at the first pitch, strike on the outer half, 0-1. 5-0 Somerset, top of the 4th. Game 1 of a 3-game series. 2 7-inning games and a doubleheader tomorrow starting at 6:30. The 0-1 to Trapp. Breaking ball that he fouls into his own dugout over the heads of everybody on the top step. So unless there was somebody sitting on the bench that was right in that line, everybody looks okay. Counts 0-2 on Trapp. Atkins working quickly, the 0-2 pitch. Chopped foul, and the count remains 0-2. 2 outs in the inning. No one on base. Somerset a 5-0 advantage in the top of the 4th. Justin Trapp hitting .321 with a homer and 10 RBI coming into the game today. Make it 11 with his RBI ground out in the 1st inning. The 0-2 pitch. Popped up in the air, but that'll get out of play. Foul, and the count remains 0-2. Trapp hitting .333 over his last 10 games. 5 for 17 in his last 5 coming in. He's also stolen 4 bases over the last 5 games, so a guy to watch when he is on base. The 0-2 pitch again. Fastball high and outside, 1-2. Somerset already has 8 hits, and we're not even through the top of the 4th. They've scored early, they've scored often. The 1-2 again. Curveball bounced to third. Cuevas backhands it, throws to first. It's low. It gets by Wilson, who couldn't scoop it. Casillas slides about 10 feet to pick up the ball, and it stays in play, so Trapp will be safe at first. We'll see what they score that play. Probably a throwing error unless they think Trapp beat it, but either way, a tough throw from Cuevas. Darryl, did you see how far Casillas slid there?
No, I missed that. But
sliding to stop the ball and corral it after it skipped off the wall by the Revs bullpen, and with how wet it is tonight, he went about 10 feet before his momentum stopped.
I wish I would have kept watching that direction, but good heads-up play by him. He's got that ingrained in his system, backing up.
Will be an error on the third baseman Cuevas, and taking a strike is the DH Kyle Roller. Roller in the cleanup spot tonight. The left-handed hitter's 1 for 2. He singled in the 1st. Flew out to center in the 3rd. Atkins steps off and with his right foot kicks some of the dirt out in the area in front of the rubber. He's back on the mound. Short lead at first for Trapp with 2 down. The pitch from Atkins to the plate. Off the end of the bat, but sent into center field. Going first to second and stopping there is Trapp. It's a 2-out single for Roller. Make it 9 hits in the game for Somerset. They now have runners at first and second and 2 down. They'll look to add to their 5-0 lead with Alex Castellanos coming to the plate.
They have found every hole, it feels like, tonight. That's twice where the Revs have had Roller played to pull pretty hard in the infield, and he's hit it. He's pulled it, but more toward the middle, right where they are not. So a couple of times he's beaten their defense. I would think if you stay with it over time, more often than not, those guys will be in the right spot, but hasn't been the case tonight.
Revs pitching coach Paul Fletcher out for a chat with Cruz and Atkins on the hill. 2 down in the inning, runners at first and second. It's a 5-0 lead for Somerset in the top of the 4th inning. Now Fletch will walk off the mound, head back to the dugout. Atkins just looking to get through this 4th. He's thrown 75 pitches through 3 2/3. He'd like to get through the 4th. He's pitched into the 4th in all 3 of his starts this year. The only one where he failed to complete 4 was the day he took a beating in Lancaster. Went 3 2/3 in that game. 6 shutout innings in his last start, but he has not followed that up here today with another good outing. He's given up 5 runs. Now a step off, and diving back into second base is the runner Trapp. Atkins stepped off and looked to second. Casillas covered, but no throw. Castellanos still awaiting the first pitch of the AB. Atkins set on the mound. Looks at second. Runner goes for third. Throw from Cruz, not in time. A stolen base for Justin Trapp. Make it his 5th in his last 6 games. So Trapp continues to swipe bags with ease. And that's now 1st and 3rd for the Patriots with 2 down.
Yeah, with 2 outs, if you're trapped, you better be sure you're going to make it.
The man on first, Roller, did not go. Time is called as they're trying to dig some of the dirt out from around that third base area and get the base in and secure. Now the third base coach for the Patriots, Glenn Baker, assisting in that effort. They're trying to put the third base bag in.
I think it came out and dirt got in that area where it gets plugged.
Yeah. And now Brett Jody out for a talk. And I think they're gonna. I think that's one of those scoops to get the dirt out from that base hole area. So this is a team effort right now. The third base umpire, Derek Moshe, is holding the bag. And one of the Revs bat boys is going to go over and help out. They've got a member from the Revs grounds crew out there as well. So play is momentarily stopped while the third base bag is attempted to be put back in where it's supposed to be. 6-man effort out there, it looks like. In the meantime, it's a 5-0 lead for Somerset in the top of the 4th. They have first and third with 2 outs. Alex Castellanos at the dish with a 1-0 count on him. Mitch Atkins trying to work through the 4th. Right now, everybody just looking over at third base, trying to figure out how many guys it takes to get that base back in there. But, Darryl, we've both been around baseball fields for long enough. You longer than me. I mean, how often do we see something like this so simple you think to put a base back in, but it takes a while just because that dirt that gets lodged in there, it's hard to get out because it's such a narrow opening down there in the hole.
Tonight it's probably a little muddy as well. With there we go.
Well, they got it back in, so applause from the crowd.
No, with Atkins tonight, Michael, I'm sure that he wanted to show his former team something. I'm sure it had to be a little bit more for him here tonight, having been traded. Feel for him coming off such a great start Wednesday. Sure, he wanted to follow that up with a similar outing tonight.
Play resumes after a couple of Atkins warm-up tosses. Castellanos swings at the second pitch he sees in the AB and grounds it foul into the Patriots dugout down the left field line, 1-1. Traps on third, he just stole third. That's what caused the base to come up. That's why it needed to be put back in, and it took a little while. Rollers on first, he singled a little bit earlier in the inning. 5-0 Somerset, top 4. The 1-1 to Castellanos. Half-hearted swing at a curveball comes up empty. Good pitch from Mitch. He had the batter Castellanos fooled. Now Atkins looking to get out of the inning. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Castellanos. Curveball on the inside corner, strike 3. Atkins gets out of it. Castellanos not happy with the call. It might have been a little inside, but either way, another strikeout for Atkins, his third of the game. We've played 3.5 from downtown York at PeoplesBank Park. 5-0 Somerset. We go to the bottom of the 4th. We'll see if the Revs can cash in on something on offense. Stick with us on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Brimmer has been York's license and notary specialist since 1969. An approved online messenger for PennDOT, it offers registration and driver's license renewals, online title transfers, money orders, and notary service, all with the friendly staff that guarantees your satisfaction. For more information on Brimmer's convenient hours and fast service, call 717-699-1060 in York or visit them on the web at brimmers.com. Brimmer Fast Licensing and Notary Service with 4 convenient locations in York and Lancaster.
Shipley Energy is more than just an energy company. We're a family tradition. Our goal is to provide outstanding customer service and to make energy easy for you. From heating oil and propane to natural gas and electricity, our team can help. We also offer HVAC services, installation, maintenance, and service plans to keep your home safe and comfortable. In addition, our team can improve the quality of water in your home. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com or call 855-5-SHIPLEY. We make energy easy.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car. They can also cover your home. AAA Home Insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA Home Insurance to AAA Auto Insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA home insurance.
This is Paul Fletcher. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Revs trailing the Somerset Patriots 5-0 in the bottom of the fourth inning. Michael Mark Antonini alongside Darrell Henry. Patriots have clubbed 9 hits. They have 5 runs off Revs starter Mitch Atkins, who's through 4 now. We'll see if he comes back out for a 5th, but for now, it's the Revs at the plate in the bottom of the fourth. Zach Wilson, Wellington Dotel, Melky Mesa, 4-5-6. Face Dwayne Below, who's looked good through 3 shutout innings for the Pats. First pitch to Wilson, fastball high and away for a strike, 0-1. Wilson hitting .294 coming in tonight. He's 0 for 1. He popped up in the first. Here's Below's 0-1. Wilson chops one out to short, backhanded by Rodriguez. Throw over to first in time to get Wilson. On 2 pitches, he's retired for the first out. That brings up Dotel.
The Revs offense on a rough stretch here of late, and they weren't able to cash in on a first inning opportunity. You wonder if they did and maybe took a 2-1 lead or something, at how much different things would play out to this point. Still a long way to go tonight, but the offense really trying to find itself here these last few days.
No one on, 1 out for Dotel, who takes a strike. Another good fastball from Below. 0-1 the count. 5-0 Somerset lead. Dotel in the box after striking out looking his first time up. He calls for time and steps out. Darrell, you're right. That first inning could have gone a lot differently if the Revs had cashed in on even with just 1 run. They didn't. They stranded 2 in scoring position. Dotel takes high, 1-1.
And have had 1 base runner since.
Dotel came over to the Revs just last week. He joined the team for their trip to Southern Maryland and had a good series down in Waldorf. He laces one into center field. Coming on is Borboni. Makes the grab running in the left center alley. And Dotel robbed of potentially extra bases there on a ball he scorched to center. Just hung up a little bit too long, and Borbone got to it. 2 up, 2 down here for Below in the fourth.
Yeah, that ball was stung. But I think Revs fans are going to see Dotel hit the ball like that pretty often. He keeps swinging like that, he'll have good results.
Here's Melky Mesa, grounded to short leading off the second inning. His average has dipped 500 points tonight. Came in hitting 1,000, 1 for 1 with a double. Now he's 1 for 2. First pitch of the AB, swung on and missed. Fastball outer half, 0-1. Melky, cup of coffee in the major leagues with the Yankees a few years back. In his first season with the Revs, fouling one out of play, 0-2. This is a guy that people in York are excited about, having Melky on this roster. It's unfortunate he went down with a hamstring injury only a couple innings into his season debut. It's his first game since April 28th. Now he takes a curveball low and outside in the dirt. It's 1-2. In 2017, Mesa did not play in the States. He played a couple games for Saltillo in the Mexican League. In 2016, was at AAA Buffalo and AA New Hampshire in the Blue Jays organization. Had been with the Blue Jays organization since 2014. Now the 1-2. Sits on a curveball, grounds it out to third, but diving stop by Castellanos. Gets up, throws over to first, and Mesa robbed of a base hit into left field, so he's thrown out at first. A 1-2-3 inning for Below. He's through 4 shutout. After 4 complete innings, it's 5-0 Patriots. We'll go to the top of the 5 next on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Have you heard? Royal Farms has gotten the national culinary recognition it deserves. Yeah, in Food and Wine magazine's article, 10 gas station foods across the country that are worth the detour, they put Royal Farms' world-famous chicken at the top of the list. Well, we've always known that Royal Farms has the best fried chicken, but now the whole world knows. So hurry into a Royal Farms to pick up some of their nationally recognized world-famous chicken before the world beats a path to their door. Royal Farms, real fresh, real fast.
If you own a tractor-trailer business, then you know the cost of having your rig down instead of on the road. Rivers Truck Center in Red Lion keeps your trucks on the road by providing a one-stop shop for all your trucking needs. Rivers handles full-service truck sales and carries a full line of parts for all makes and models, has their own full-service collision center, and provides 24-hour emergency towing and roadside assistance. Check out riverstruck.com for more info. There's a reason Rivers Truck Center has been in business for over 40 years. They really do care.
It is easy being green. In York County, trash is safely managed at a waste-to-energy facility where it is used as fuel to produce electricity. The electricity generated from trash is enough to power 20,000 homes. That's enough to light the entire city of York. Learn more at www.ycswa.com. Garbage is power.
This is Ryan Dent. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350, WOYK, first in York, first in sports.
Top of the fifth inning from PeoplesBank Park. 5-0 Somerset over the Revs in game one of this three-game series. Mitch Atkins' night is over. He works 4 innings, gives up 5 runs on 9 hits, and the Revs will give way to the bullpen. Tyler Cravey making his Revs debut. Cravey, a former major leaguer, another one of those former major leaguers in York this season. Just joined the team a few days ago. Him and Grant Sides came in together. 2 new right-handed relievers into this bullpen, and Cravey to make his team debut here after Grant Sides made his debut in Game 2 of that rainy doubleheader on Sunday against New Britain. So here's the right-hander, Tyler Cravey, native of Martinez, California. His first pitch as a Rev is a fastball that misses high to the leadoff man, Danny Dorn, here in the top of the 5th, 1-0. 5-0 Pats, top 5. Dorn, Francoso, Rodriguez, 6-7-8 for the Patriots. Second pitch is another fastball. That one swung on and missed. Good life on that fastball. 90 miles an hour there from Cravey. Cravey went to Napa Valley College. So a Hogan High School graduate in California. Misses inside with a pitch there, 2-1. He was the 2009 Bay Valley Conference Most Valuable Player while at Napa Valley College. He set a school record with 110 strikeouts in 90 1/3 innings pitched that year. Definitely a guy who can punch you out. Here's the 2-1 to Dorn. Another fastball that swung on and missed, 2-2. Cravey was drafted by the Brewers in the 17th round of the 2009 Major League Draft, 526th pick overall that season. Made his debut on June 2nd, 2015. Now the 2-2 pitch to Danny Dorn. Fastball right down the middle, and Tyler Cravey, a good start to his Revs career. 1 up, 1 down in the 5th. The fastball has some serious life on it in the low 90s.
And he gets the K, man. You talk about a way to endear yourself to these people. Moz sticks, courtesy of Tyler. And that fastball, all of those that he threw really exploded. Saw some late movement on at least one of those. I think that last one was just straight four-seam, and Dorn couldn't pull the trigger.
Nothing like some free Mott sticks, dishing them out to all the fans here. Now a bunt attempt by the batter Francoso popped up in the air behind home plate. Cruz couldn't get to it, 0-1. He's got to be a new fan favorite now.
Yeah. Well, they're already making up the T-shirts with his name on it in the team store after that performance.
I'd love it if he came out of the bullpen to Crazy Train. They could call him the Cravey Train. 0-1 the count on Francoso, the left-handed hitter. 5-0 lead for the Patriots here in the top of the 5th. No one on base. Fastball low and in the dirt. Cruz tried to block it. It skipped a little bit to the side, but no one on base. No harm there. Counts 1-1. One down in the inning.
Is Crazy Train still cool after the New England Patriots came out to it?
To be honest, probably not. Well, that's lame for a Super Bowl entrance, but it works with the pun here. So Cravy's 1-1 to Francoso. Slow chopper over to first, but in foul territory, it's 1-2. Francoso struck out swinging in the second and popped out to Alexi Casilla in the third. He's 0 for 2. Cravy spent parts of 2 seasons in the majors with the Brewers, 2015 and 2016. 0-9 in his major league career with a 4.56 ERA, so not the best numbers. Has pitched in 34 games, though, making 9 starts, 71 total innings as a major leaguer. The 1-2 to Francoso. Pop up in the air, but over our heads in the press box. Count remains 1-2. 5-0 Patriots lead. They've scored in every inning but the third, 1 in the first, 2 in the second, and 2 in the fourth. The Revs have nothing on the board except a pair of hits. They've also committed 2 errors. It's been all Somerset so far today in the first meeting of the season between these two teams. Cravy comes set on the mound. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Francoso. Curveball low and outside. He couldn't get Francoso to bite. Missing outside 2-2. The Revs had a lot of success here at PeoplesBank Park against the Patriots last year. Won all 7 games these two teams played here in York. Went 12-7 against Somerset last year in total. And the 2-2 pitch. Fastball grounded down the first baseline, foul. Skips by Wilson and rolls past the Revs bullpen. So Francoso continues to fight off pitches. He did so in the third inning before popping out to Casilla. He fouled off 7 pitches in that AB. Now Cravy battling with him. Here comes the 2-2 once more. Fastball high and foul tipped into the glove of Cruz. Another punch out for Tyler Cravy. He's faced 2 batters. He's struck both of them out. And now he'll have a chance for a 1-2-3 inning and to strike out the side with Alfredo Rodriguez coming to bat.
Well, I remember when Mace told us about him, he kind of indicated, I don't know why he's available. And he looks good so far.
Well, the trend with a couple guys that the Revs have brought in recently, and Mace was happy to grab Wellington Dotel after he was released. Tyler Cravy, a great addition. First pitch swinging is Rodriguez. He lines it into center. Spoon's there to make the grab, and Cravy has a 1-2-3 inning, the first inning in a Revs uniform that he throws. No runs, no hits, no errors, and none reached base. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Cravy. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Revs still down 5-0. We'll see if they can put something on the board. Stick with me and Daryl on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. You know what really grinds my gears? Perfectly good cars being thrown away just because the transmission went bad. My mind slips into overdrive when someone says,
I'll just get a new car before I spend that kind of money on a transmission.
What? According to Kelley Blue Book, the average price of a new car is $32,000. Now you're going to finance that, right? There's another $6,000 to $8,000. And if you drive it off the showroom floor, it loses 20% of its value immediately. Don't forget, you also have to pay sales tax, higher insurance rates, title and registration fees, and come up with $600, $700, $800 a month depending on your interest rates for 5 years. And remember, you will still have to pay for the upkeep of the car. Brakes, tires, wipers, fluids, etc. Stop! Trade your transmission, not your car.
Thanks, good-looking genius.
You're welcome, ma'am. Broadway Transmission. We'll get your shift together and save you all that dough. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
Does your wealth advisor know how you take your coffee? At Smith, Mayer & Little Wealth Advisory Group, we genuinely get to know our clients, from their interests, goals, and dreams, right down to how they like their coffee. By understanding our clients on a personal level, we help them make wise financial decisions. In us, you will find a trusted confidant dedicated to your financial success. Smith, Mayer & Little, a wealth of knowledge about wealth. Get to know us over a cup of coffee or visit us at financialjava.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
This is Chang Choi, athletic trainer of the York Revolution. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
5-0 Somerset, bottom of the 5th from PeoplesBank Park in downtown York. Luis Cruz, Jose Cuevas, and Ryan Dent, 7-8-9 for the Revs to face Dwayne Below, who's worked 4 shutout innings for the Patriots tonight. Below coming off a loss in his last start on May 8th, worked just 4 innings. Much better start here today as he gets a strike over to Cruz. Fastball outer half, 0-1. Pat's got 1 in the first, 2 in the second, and 2 in the fourth. The big hit for the Patriots today is a 2-run home run off the bat of Julio Borbon. There's another fastball in for a strike to Cruz, 0-2. The Revs not much to speak of offensively. Jared Mitchell led off the bottom of the first with a single. Ryan Dent led off the bottom of the third with a single. Only 2 hits in the ball game for York. Now Cruz in an 0-2 hole quickly. Below takes the sign from Gonzalez. Now time is called. Cruz asked for it. He'll tap the bat on his spikes before stepping back into the box. Cruz a solid season at the plate, hitting .306 coming in tonight. 0 for 1 today. The 0-2 pitch to Luis. Breaking ball low and outside for a ball, 1-2. Below in 4 innings, gave up 5 hits, surrendered 2 runs, both earned. Struck out 4 and walked 1 in his last outing, which not a bad outing. Didn't go deep into the game, ended up taking the loss. Came in 0-1 with a 9 ERA. That ERA going down so far tonight. The 1-2 once more, low and inside for a ball. Cruz got out of the way of that one, 2-2. Below an all-star last year for the Patriots. He pitched out of the pen. This year pitching in the starting rotation for this Patriots club. It's a Patriots team that has a lot of former major leaguers on it. A lot of high-level players. And Cruz takes low and inside, 3-2. Including Below, 7 guys on this Somerset Patriots pitching staff have pitched in the major leagues. Now Below comes set. Here's the payoff pitch to Cruz. He fouls one out of play. So a nice job by Cruz as the leadoff man, seeing some pitches, working Below's pitch count up. And in the 5th inning, it's only at 41 pitches. So a few pitches here and there that Cruz is seeing, not too much. No problem for Dwayne. Jake Ezel warming up in the Revs bullpen. 5-0 Somerset, bottom of the 5th. Full count on Cruz. Here's the pitch. He fouls another one out of play. This one down the first base line as well. The count remains full. Below appeared in 46 games as a reliever last season, which was good for 3rd on the Patriots. 62 1/3 innings. Only walked 9 batters and struck out 58. Impressive numbers there for the lefty. Tonight he has yet to walk a batter. Cruz taps one out to third base, but the third baseman Castellanos lost it in the lights. It tipped off his glove. Goes into shallow left center field. The shortstop, Rodriguez, had to pick it up, and Cruz is safe at first. I don't know exactly what happened there, Darryl, but Castellanos kind of shielded his eyes and put his hand up as if something got in his line of sight there.
I assume the lights, unless he just peeked to the side and lost sight of it momentarily. But the Revs needed an at-bat like that. You mentioned Below. He was under 40 pitches through 4 innings. This counted. He's had 6 one-pitch outs tonight.
Oh, a strike high and outside corner to Jose Cuevas, who digs in with a man on first and no outs. 0-1 the count. Cuevas popped out to second his first time up. This is Cuevas' first game since May 2nd. Came in hitting 143. Had a good spring training, had a 2-homer game, the first spring game of the season. Cuevas, a ground ball out to short, it could be 2. Flipped to second for 1, over to first in time. A 6-4-3 twin killing. And after the Revs get a leadoff man on in the inning, it's quickly erased on the double play. 2 outs and no one on. Here's the 9-hitter Ryan Dent.
Well, and aside from one error in the first inning tonight, granted that was a routine double play to turn, but aside from an error on their first chance of the game, the Patriots have played really good defense. Aside from the first inning error and the one where Castellanos lost it in the lights, they've made some great plays.
Here's Ryan Dent, single his first time up, swings at the first pitch and sends one foul out of play down the right field line, 0-1. Well, Dent comes into tonight hitting .211, but he has a .388 on-base percentage. Well, that went up after both the average and the on-base percentage went up after the single. There's the pitch from below. He takes low, and part of the reason he has such a high on-base percentage, 177 points higher than his batting average, is because he's walked 10 times this season. Second on the Revs, only to Zach Wilson's 11. Dent walked 3 times in Game 1 of the doubleheader with New Britain on Sunday. Here's Below's 1-1. Fastball outer, half for a strike, 1-2. Pretty impressive, Darryl, when you can have an on-base percentage close to 400 and be hitting close to 200.
Yeah. Usually they say if you're 100 points higher than your average, that's pretty good.
Dent twirling the bat in front of the zone. Now he comes ready to hit. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Chopped her up the middle over Below's head. The shortstop, Rodriguez, has to field it and pick it up quickly. Throws over to first, and he gets Dent by about a step. And the inning is over. So the Revs get the leadoff man on an error, but it doesn't matter. A double play erased that, and then Dent grounds out to end the frame. We played 5 full from York. The Revs still haven't scored. It's 5-0 Patriots. After 5, we go to the top of the 6th next on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Okay, John, shelves are stocked.
So are the new Fast Play games from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Just pick your game, get your ticket, and see if you've won.
Like Word Search, with top prizes of 20 grand.
Yep, winning's never been faster.
Not faster than me clearing these shelves.
Dude, I hope you're even faster at restocking.
Yeah.
Fast Play. Play fast, win instantly. The Pennsylvania Lottery. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Remember rushing to the newspaper in the morning to read all about that Revs game from the night before? Was it? Yeah, that was a long time ago. We barely remember that too. Sports Radio 1350 is your home for local sports, and we're taking care of that news void in your life. Get your York Revolution game articles delivered right to your inbox every morning, courtesy of WOYK. Simply log on to YorkRevolution.com and click to sign up to receive daily game recaps right to your inbox. Keep up to date every day as the York Revolution go for another Atlantic League title. We're your source for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
The York County Economic Alliance is York County's primary business resource, representing over 1,100 member businesses and 50,000 employees in York County. The YCEA serves to lead economic growth, connect local businesses, and to create a prosperous York County. This month, the YCEA celebrates the anniversary of Murphy and Dittenhafer Architects. The York County Economic Alliance. Together, we prosper. Visit ycea-pa.org.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Top of the 6th, Revs trail the Patriots 5-0. Game 1 of a 3-game series with the Revs and Somerset Patriots. Jake Ezell comes out of the bullpen for the Revs, making his first outing since the outing where he only threw 2 pitches the other night. So good to see Jake back on the mound after he left his last appearance on Friday night against New Britain. Couldn't get a feel for the ball. He came out of that game. I'm back out here tonight. They'll face 9-1-2 for the Patriots, Gonzalez, Bourbon, and Chavez. There's a pitch inside, 1-0.
Pitching for York, number 18, Jake Ezell.
Ezell missed inside there. 5-0 lead for Somerset. Top of the 6th. Revs haven't done anything offensively, just 2 hits in the game. There's another strike. There's a strike, 1-1. Good fastball there from Jake. And Darrell was pretty worrisome, though, last time when Jake left after just throwing 2 pitches and not even finishing a batter.
Yeah.
Ezel coming to the plate, the 1-1. Skips in the dirt, 2-1.
I'll turn my mic up and get back to you. Yeah, it was really jarring to see because he's been so smooth and in a good rhythm this season, and to miss as badly as he did, and we didn't know what it was. We saw him kind of clenching his fist as he walked off.
Here's the 2-1 to Gonzalez. Tapper right back to Ezel. He runs over to first. Underhand flip to Wilson. There's out number 1 in the 6th.
Well, that's more like it.
Nice quick out. A chopper right back to Ezel. Fields his position well. Now back to the top of the order. Here's Julio Borbone in center field tonight for the Pats. Hit a home run. Right center field his last time up. A 2-run shot. More of a line drive home run. It had a little bit of height on it. Enough that you knew it had a chance over the right center wall. That was never a question, height. It was whether it was going to get out or not. It did. Just over that right center wall. A fan out there caught the home run ball. There's a fastball high and away, ball 1. If it's a Revs fan, can imagine that he was hoping he wouldn't catch a Patriots home run ball, that it would be a Revs, but it was Bourbone's homer, ball low, 2-0.
Well, the throw it back tradition hasn't quite gotten here yet, so he held on to it.
Yeah, souvenir either way. The Revs are down 5-0 in the top of the 6th. Only 2 hits tonight against Dwayne Below, who's looked excellent through 5 shutout innings. Here's Ezel's 2-0. That misses outside. It's 3-0. Jake hit 92 on the gun right there. He's got good velocity on his fastball. Tyler Cravey, a shutout 5th inning in relief of Mitch Atkins. Now Ezel, the 3rd pitcher of the night. And he starts Borbone off. It shouldn't say starts him off, but he ends up walking him there. Fastball outside. He walks him on 5 pitches. So Julio will head down to first base.
Right fielder, number 47, Andy Chavez.
Now Andy Chavez will get a shot. Chavez 1 for 2 tonight. A sac bunt in the 1st, a single in the 2nd. Ground out in the 4th on a nice play by Alexi Casilla. Diving stop in the hole at 2nd. Ezel moves over to first, back safely without needing to dive as Borbone. Man on first, 1 down in the inning. We're in the top of the 6th, 5-0 lead for Somerset. Chavez awaiting the first pitch of the AB from Ezel. Jake hops back on the mound, bends at the waist a little bit, lets the arm hang, takes the sign from Cruz. Here's the pitch. Fastball catches the outside corner, 0-1. Jake painted the black there. A good frame job by Cruz on the outer half. Chavez in an 0-1 hole now. Patriots looking to extend their 5-0 lead. Revs looking to keep it 5-0. Fly ball left field. Going back on it is Dotel. Still going back. He makes the grab on the run at the wall. And that's out number 2 in the inning. So Endy's retired on the fly out. Dotel, a good job going back on that ball, making the grab on the track in front of the wall and left. Good awareness. And Ezel's retired 2 in the inning. 2 down for the 3-hitter Justin Trapp.
A nice play from Dotel, getting acclimated to that big wall. And he owes Chavez a couple rundowns for outs, because when they were teammates in Bridgeport, Dotel lost out on the batting title 1 year behind only Chavez.
Oh. One of those where, how do you know how to feel? You're happy for your teammate, but you're also a little upset that you didn't get it.
And the year before, he was in a virtual tie with Sean Burrows, who I think got him on percentage points.
1-0 coming up to Justin Trapp. The pitch from Ezel low and outside for a ball. Some bad luck there.
Yeah.
When it comes down to percentage points, it's got to hurt for the guy that loses out on it based on that. 2-0 the count on Trapp. Trapp stole third base last time he was on base in the 4th. Takes inside there. He has an RBI ground out tonight. No hits in the game. Reached on an errors last time. Other 2 ground outs. He drove in the first run of the game for Somerset in the top of the first inning. Somerset hasn't looked back since. They lead 5-0 in the 6th. Pitch from Ezel. Fastball high and away. Second walk of the inning for Jake. Runners at first and second now for the 4-hitter Kyle Roller.
I know that's his second walk, but it's great to see him back out there. The other night, when you saw the way he reacted, you're wondering, is it like an elbow thing that's causing him to have hand discomfort? And I have this habit of always being an optimist and thinking, well, maybe it's just a cramp. Maybe the guy just has a cramp. And it turned out that's exactly what it was, which was good news.
Ezel steps back on the mound. Looking for a sign from Luis, and good news that it was a cramp indeed. Runners at first and second, 2 down. The first pitch to Roller. Curveball in for a strike. Ezel dropped that one in the top of the zone, 0-1 on Roller. Somerset's led the entire way today. Ezel gets Roller to chop one out to second on a couple hops. Alexi gets it, throws to first, and the inning is over. Ezel walks 2 in the inning, but he strands 2. Gets a ground out to end the inning. Through 5.5 innings, it's 5-0 Somerset. To the last of the 6th, we'll see what the Revs can do with the bats. Don't go anywhere. You're listening on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
As you clean it out, keep in mind Community Aid's looking for your lucky leftovers. After you wrap up your yard sale, donate what's left over at your closest Community Aid Drive-Up Donation Center. They're attached to each of Community Aid's incredible thrift stores in our area. Hanover, Harrisburg, Lancaster, Mechanicsburg, and Selinsgrove. Community Aid wants your lucky leftovers to help more than 750 local charities. Learn more at communityaid.net. But don't forget, give your lucky leftovers to Community Aid. Neighbors helping neighbors.
Carmen Fusco Pro Baseball and Softball Academy in New Cumberland offers a variety of lesson plans for every budget. Owner Carmen Fusco has 38 years of Major League Baseball experience, and our staff is made up entirely of professional instructors, including Carmen Fusco, Sam Knott, TJ Cronenberger, and Lisa Baker. We offer one-on-one private instruction, camps and clinics, and year-round travel ball programs focused on developing the player. We differ from other facilities because we offer professional instruction with Major League Baseball techniques. We also provide free college placement for our athletes. Conveniently located off I-83 between Harrisburg and York, check out Carmen Fusco Pro Baseball and Softball Academy in New Cumberland and go online to fuscoprobaseball.com.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Hey, this is Jacoby Jones, Super Bowl champ, Dancing with the Stars. If y'all didn't vote for me, it's y'all fault I lost, but you're listening to the radio, WOYK 1350, baby.
Bottom of the 6th, the Patriots lead the Revs 5-0. Jared Mitchell, the leadoff man for York, leads things off against Dwayne Below. Takes a strike there, 0-1. Below's worked 5 shutout innings. He's been excellent tonight. His ERA has gone from 9 to 5.25 after 5 shutout innings. Top 3 in the order, Mitchell, Spoon, and Casilla face Below, and Mitchell chops one foul, 0-2. It seems when things are going wrong for you offensively, you always find yourself in an 0-2 count, something like that. And right now, Jared Mitchell is slumped a little bit at the plate. Had a really good series in Southern Maryland. 5 hits in that series, but series against New Britain went hitless, 0 for 10 against the Bees in 3 games. Now Below readying his 0-2 pitch to Mitchell. Comes set on the mound. Here's the pitch to Jared. Up around the hands, high and tight for a ball, 1-2. 5-0 Somerset, bottom of the 6th. Just 2 hits for the Revs. Mitchell has one of them, Ryan Dent the other. Now Below taking his time on the hill. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Mitchell tried to pull back. He checked his swing, but the ball ricocheted off his bat, went into the netting. It flew up, and somebody in the Patriots dugout caught it. So a harmless foul ball there. 1-2 the count. Mitch Atkins started for the Revs. He went 4 innings, gave up all 5 runs. Not all of them earned, however. The Revs have made 2 errors. Patriots have made 2 as well. The 1-2 again to Mitchell. Breaking ball, chop foul. Down the first base line past the Revs dugout. The count remains 1-2. Luke Westfall warming up in the bullpen for the Revs. Revs have already used 2 relievers in this game. Tyler Cravey a shutout inning. Same for Jake Ezel last inning. The 1-2 coming up again, the lefty-lefty matchup. Breaking ball misses high, 2-2. So Mitchell's battled back to get the count even. Mitchell stole a bag in the 3rd. He reached on a fielder's choice. This is team leading 5th stolen base of the year. He's now tied for 3rd in that stolen base department. The 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Mitchell punches out. There's 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. 1 up, 1 down for Below. He's through 5 1/3 shutout. Travis Witherspoon will come to bat. Darrell Mace mentioned in the pregame show that the Revs have had the least amount of at-bats of any team in the league, but they've struck out the most. And guys have a pull-happy approach here in this park, and leads to low average and a lot of strikeouts. And whether or not the guys tonight have had the pull approach, strikeouts have continued. Spoon swings to the first pitch, chops it to short. Rodriguez has it, throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down for Below. That brings up Alexi Casilla.
Yeah, it's been a rough night tonight. Rough night Sunday night. So 2 games in a row they've really been shut down. And we've seen this happen to this offense with different players virtually every year. You get into that mode of trying to go for that big wall, and you have to really fight to get out of it. Sometimes they'll do some short toss BP to help with that. That might be coming next.
The Revs have had 7 players this season to strike out at least 13 times as Alexi takes breaking ball in for a strike. Good curveball there from Below, 0-1. Wilson 13, Witherspoon 20, Mitchell now 20, Dent 17, Burgess 14, Silva 18, and Tyler Clark 16. See, it takes outside, 1-1. Not really a winning formula. I mean, some of it's you got to give credit to the pitching they've seen. The Revs have seen some good pitching. You know, Mace would love to see that those strikeout numbers go down. 1-1 on Casilla. Sends one through the hole between short and 3rd, a base hit. 3rd hit of the night for the Revs. Casilla's first hit. And he's a 2-out base runner. And there's a guy that does not strike out a lot in Alexi Casilla. He's punched out only 3 times this year, and he finds himself on first base.
Yeah, the Revs have these high strikeout numbers with a guy hitting 3rd that is among the fewest strikeouts in the league for his number of trips to the plate. And I knew that they had struck out the most. I did not realize it was in the fewest at bats, so certainly some room to improve. And tonight only 3 strikeouts, just haven't had a ton of great contact against Below.
Here's Zach Wilson, 0 for 2 tonight. Swings at the first pitch, sends one foul out of play, right field side. 5-0 lead for the Patriots, bottom of the 6th inning. Alexi Casilla on first after the single with 2 outs. Revs looking to do anything offensively. They were shut out in a game that went final after 5.5 innings 2 nights ago in Game 2 of the doubleheader with New Britain. No runs again tonight. Wilson takes high. Revs only came to bat 5 times in that game. The Bees came to bat 6. Either way, the Revs haven't scored now in over 10 innings. And the pitch from Below, swing and a miss from Wilson, 1-2. And if you go back to the last time they scored in Game 1 of the doubleheader with New Britain, which was in the 4th inning, they haven't scored now in the last 16-plus innings, this inning being the 17th once it's completed. That is if the Revs don't score in the inning. Wilson takes low. So Darryl, not good numbers there when, as a team, you don't score for 16 straight innings.
Yeah, here tonight, a lot of early outs in counts, as we mentioned. Below's been really efficient, and he's looked really comfortable out there. Good tempo to his delivery. He's thrown all of his pitches for strikes. So he's been tough. He hasn't helped them get out of this, that's for sure.
Below looks at first. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. 4 strikeouts on the night and 6 shutout innings for Dwayne Below. Wilson tosses the bat aside. Rip the batting gloves and helmet off. And the Revs come up empty once again. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. After 6 innings of play, it's 5-0 Somerset. We'll go to the top of the 7th next. Darryl Henry taking back over play-by-play here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at PeoplesBank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Planning your next visit to York? Book your stay at Courtyard by Marriott. Conveniently situated near local businesses, shopping, dining, downtown, and local attractions, Courtyard by Marriott features a state-of-the-art lobby, inviting flexible spaces to work or relax, free Wi-Fi, our well-equipped fitness center, and a bistro offering healthy options and refreshing choices, including Starbucks and an evening bar. Your stay is sure to be more comfortable, productive, and enjoyable than ever before. Courtyard by Marriott, 2799 Concord Road in York. Book your stay at 717-840-7840.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Saubles Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Hi, this is United States Olympic gold medalist Jenny Finch. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 1350. WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Hip, hip. Hip, hip.
Head of the 7th, Luke Westfall takes over. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. It is 5-0 Somerset. Revs got their 3rd hit last inning, but that's all they've managed here tonight. Westfall will look to hold the fort, facing Alex Castellanos up first. First pitch of the inning, and a big swing and a miss. Fastball explodes through. 5, 6, and 7 due up. Castellanos 0 for 3 on the night, fly out and 2 strikeouts. Last saw Westfall on Friday against New Britain at 2-1 win. He got a hold. Came up big in the 7th. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. He ramps it up letter high at 92. And ahead quickly. 5 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors for the Patriots. No runs, 3 hits, 2 errors on York. Westfall, deep breath as he gets his sign. And steps sideways, kicks, fires, and a foul back over the screen. And that'll stay up top. Westfall in 5 outings, 5 1/3 innings, 8 strikeouts to just 2 walks and only 2 runs allowed on 4 hits. ERA is 3.38. He follows Tyler Cravey, who debuted with a 1-2-3 5th tonight and 2 Ks. And Jake Ezel, who got back out there with a scoreless inning in the 6th. A couple of walks, but nothing given up. And in fact, the first 2 walks of the night in this game. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. A slider biting down low. And Westfall makes quick work of Castellanos for the first out.
Westfall's been good lately. We saw him blow a fastball by Castellanos earlier in that at-bat, and then the breaking ball has been really good. Luke's been an asset to this bullpen, and you can say that about a lot of guys this season. The bullpen's been very good. He's had a couple innings here or there that it's been rocky, but Westfall's been a big bright spot.
And now Danny Dorn, who's 2 for 3. First pitch to the left-hand hitter, a breaking ball that stays high. Dorn, 2 singles, a run scored, struck out against Cravey in the 5th, the K-man tonight. Patriots, by the way, have right-hander Dustin Mulliken up in their bullpen. As Westfall delivers, and a swing and a miss, fastball right by him. So Bilo, the converted reliever, whose season high early in the year was 4 innings, has gone 3 and 4 in his first 2 starts. Might be finished after 6. Tonight he was very effective. Wasn't so effective his first 2 outings, but tonight he was. Pitch to Dorn is skied to left. Dotel will hustle a long way toward the foul line, and he's under it, and he makes the grab. Dotel had him played out toward the alley, and he had to go all the way toward the Patriot bullpen by the foul line. He got there, 2 down.
Looked like he almost overran it, but recovered well, and that's a tough ball to get to, especially when you're playing in the gap, like you mentioned Dotel was. He's still trying to get a feel for this outfield here in York, playing it every day, and he's done a nice job so far.
And now Mike Francoso. 2 lefties in the inning for Westfall to face. And here's Luke's first pitch. It is a slider for a called strike. Started at Francoso and came over. He is 0 for 3 tonight, 2 strikeouts and a foul out, and he came in red hot. He's also pulled the ball foul about 100 times tonight. It's the 0-1, and a slider, strike 2, same spot.
That slider's been excellent to be able to go inside on a lefty like that and have a lefty either bail out or take it thinking it's a ball inside, but then for it to cut right back in, snap back in. It's a great pitch.
Nods yes to Cruz's sign. The wind, the 0-2, and a fastball skipped in the dirt. That slider, it doesn't have the biggest break, but it's hard and really tight. Very effective. Luke, a more overhand guy, so a little bit different break on it as well. Now nods yes to Cruz's sign again. And the 1-2. Strike 3 called outside corner. Fastball at 92. And Luke Westfall with 2 strikeouts and a 1-2-3-7. Stretch time here at the bank. It remains Somerset 5, York nothing.
Rutter's has all your favorite seafood options. Tavern battered cod sandwich, crispy fried shrimp with bada bing dipping sauce, flavorful crab and corn chowder, just to name a few. Rutter's Seafood. One try and you'll be hooked. Rutter's. Why go anywhere else for seafood?
Planning your summer vacation? Looking to take care of those long overdue home improvements? Hello, I'm Tara Hauser, Vice President of Marketing at First Capital Federal Credit Union. Make all your dreams come true with a home equity loan from First Capital FCU. For a limited time, take advantage of a 7-year home equity loan of $10,000 or more with an annual percentage rate as low as 3.99%. Visit firstcapitalfcu.com or stop by any branch to apply. First Capital, putting you first. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
Columbia Gas of Pennsylvania delivers natural gas to 423,000 customers. Our commitment is to do it reliably, efficiently, and most importantly, safely. If you smell, hear, or see any sign of a natural gas problem, evacuate immediately and call 911 from a safe location. The most obvious indication of a problem in your home would be a rotten egg odor. For more information on natural gas safety, visit ColumbiaGasPA.com. Columbia Gas of Pennsylvania, reminding you about natural gas safety.
Rutter's Hot Dog Extravaganza is here. Rutter's Kunzler hot dogs and brand new corn dogs are only 2 for $2. Our amazing Kunzler bacon wrapped cheddar dogs and sausages are only 2 for $4. Earn 2 cents on fuel for every deal purchased. Must scan rewards card. Rutter's, why go anywhere else?
You're on the home of the Atlantic League champion York Revolution. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
Nothing. Somerset leads. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Dwayne Below is lifted, and I'm sure the Revs won't be complaining about that. He goes 6 scoreless innings, giving up 3 hits, all singles. No more than 1 in any inning. No walks, 4 strikeouts. And the next number is ridiculous. 65 pitches, 50 strikes, 15 balls. Although Mitch Atkins was very similar in his strike-to-ball ratio. He had 79 pitches, 63 strikes, and only 16 balls. Actually, Atkins had a better percentage of strikes thrown tonight. But Below, with a gem in his 3rd start, gives way to right-hander Dustin Mulligan. And his first pitch over for a strike on Dotel leading off. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Dotel is struck out and hit a bullet to center that was caught. It was the 0-1. And he swings and slaps a base hit the other way. Grounds one to the opposite field. Hard between first and second. And he's on to start the inning. Revs have their 4th hit.
That's what Mason wants to see these guys starting to do. Go the other way here at home and not always worry about trying to pull the ball. And Dotel seems to hit the ball every time, hit the ball hard every time he's up. Scorches one the other way.
Mulligan coming in 1-0 in 5 outings, 5 innings, 1 run. He's pitched well early in the year. 7 strikeouts, no walks, 1 hit per inning. Here's Melky Mesa. First pitch, he swings and misses, helping him out up high. It looked good out of the hand. Mesa tonight, 2 ground outs. Both were hit hard. Last time up, Castellanos made a great diving play on him. Mulligan with the 0-1. Swing and a miss, similar spot. Revs have Nick Baker up in their bullpen now. Mulligan, a former big leaguer. He's big himself, 6'4", 230. Now ready and delivers. And a swing and a foul tip. Mesa just stayed alive. Off the glove of Jovan Gonzalez and back to the backstop. Mulligan last year started the season at AAA Toledo with the Tigers. And he pitched really well and got released. 13 outings at 2.76 ERA. Runner goes, pitch is swung on and missed. Gonzalez the throw, and Dotel is in there. And down 5, trying to get on the board here. You certainly want to make it if you're going to go. Dotel does. He's got his 3rd steal with York. It does come on a strikeout of Mesa, 1 away.
Pretty good jump there. Strong throw from Gonzalez, especially handling a pitch that was swung at and from his knees. That's a really strong throw. Sometimes when you go from your knees, you don't get it there with as much quickness. Dotel beat the throw.
Now Luis Cruz, first pitch. It is a called strike up and toward the outside. Nate Caldwell seems to have had a bigger strike zone tonight, which a lot of folks won't complain about, but some hitters might. Cruz 0 for 2 in the game. It's the 0-1. Swings, hits it in the air, right center. Bourbon, a long run. It carries deep, and it's up and against the wall on 1 hop. It'll break up the shutout. Dotel's going to score, and Cruz will make it to 3rd standing. Beats the relay there. It's a stand-up triple for Luis Cruz, who hammers it the other way in right center. And the Revs are on the board. It's a 5-1 game here in the 7th.
It's just great to see them score a run and to do it late, even though it is still a 4-run game. To put something on the board late, you get the starter out of the game, you get to the reliever here in the inning, And Cruz hammers that ball the other way. Again, that opposite field approach, staying up the center of the diamond or the other way. Ball carries out to right center here, and it's deep, so basically a triples alley. And who says catchers can't run?
And here's Cuevas, who launches one high, but way foul over the left field seats. I sure didn't say it. Cruz was picking him up and putting him down. He's gotten inside the Parker this year, after all. A 5-1 game, and pitch to Cuevas, a swing and a miss, a fastball. To your point, both hits this inning. Oppo. Cruz is now 6 for 10 with runners in scoring position this season. Now it's Cuevas trying to bring him home. It's the stretch, the pitch, swing, and he pops it in the air. Shallow center. Bourbon will tiptoe forward. Cruz will tag. Catch is made, and here he comes. He's going to try it. Long throw home, and he beats it. He slides in. Sac fly for Jose Cuevas. It's a 5-2 game, and Luis Cruz drove in a run and gets himself around the bases.
That's a ball off the bat. It looked like it was going to be deep enough. It turned out to be about medium depth in center. Strong throw from Bourbon to get it there on one hop, but that had a lot of air on it and allowed Cruz to get home. And he's doing a good service for catchers. He gets a triple and then scores on a sac fly on a ball that wasn't crazy deep in center, showing off the wheels and being able to score like that. Another huge run for the Revs.
Yeah, here's Dent, who looks at a cutter strike. It's their first multi-run inning since Wellington Dotel gave him the lead on that triple in Southern Maryland on Wednesday. Late in the game. Pitch to Dent. He swings, hits it on one hop. It's short. Over to his right, Rodriguez. The off-balance fadeaway throw will be late. Dent beats it. An infield hit. They came into this inning with 3 hits on the night. They have 3 this inning. And Rodriguez on one hop got there to his right, but it was one of those all-arm throws going the other way.
Almost a spectacular, well, it really is a spectacular play, but almost to get an out on it. Just with Dent, who runs pretty well, and the ball that far in the gap, it's hard to get that ball over there in time on the backhand, but Dent busting out of the box there. And, 2 runs in the inning, it's all about chipping away right now. This game's far from over, especially now that it's only a 3-run game.
Jared Mitchell due to bat. Brett Jody coming out to the mound. And he's got Chase Hutchinson up in their bullpen. Revs down 5-2 here in the bottom of the 7th. Mitchell is not quite the tying run. That batter is on deck, so we'll see if they make this move here. This is a time buy right now. Jody's still out there as Nate Caldwell has to approach the mound, and the conversation's still going, and I think the conversation is now directed at Nate Caldwell for some reason. And now they do call on Hutchinson to come in. What did Nate call that they wouldn't have liked?
Yeah, I don't know.
Zone's been big, I thought, consistently.
One of those where everything going your way from Somerset point of view, and then something doesn't go your way and trying to start playing the blame game, I guess. But the zone's been pretty solid tonight. Until you mention it, I haven't even thought to question anything. It's been pretty solid on both ends. Nate Caldwell's done a pretty solid job back there.
Well, Hutchinson coming in so far this year, 1-0 in 6 outings for Somerset, but his ERA is 8.44. 5 1/3 innings, 7 hits, 5 runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .350 off of him with a home run and 2 doubles. Of course, last year with York, he did not allow a run from July 6th on, set a team record for consecutive scoreless outings, and then 5 more in the playoffs. dealt at his request during the offseason. So he will face his former team for the first time. Mitchell tonight 1 for 3, a single and a steal. By the way, on our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard, Southern Maryland won at Sugarland in a morning start 4-2 after the Skeeters had run them off the field last night. Sugarland last night winning 14-1 in the only game in the league last evening. The Blue Crabs get even today. They're in Texas all week. Top of the 5th, Long Island leads the Road Warriors 2-1, and Lancaster and New Britain, I have no update. I guess they don't start their series until tomorrow. It's our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard. Maybe they got rained out tonight, but something happened on Point Streak where their game got moved around on the scoreboard section, I guess. But they are not playing tonight. So here's Mitchell, runner at first, 2 outs. Revs down 5-2 in the 7th. First pitch is a fastball strike on the outside corner. And that crossfire action from Hutchinson, 88 miles an hour. Drops down and slings it across his body to the opposite part of the plate. Now ready, here's the 0-1. And a swing and a miss, a slider. Went to Venezuela during the winter. Mitchell back out, takes a moment to think it over facing his former teammate. Now ready with the sign. Here's the stretch, the 0-2. Breaking ball got him. Swing and a miss on 3 pitches, and that'll end the inning. Revs scored twice in the 7th on 3 hits, 1 runner left. We go to the 8th at Somerset 5, York 2.
Are you ready for this?
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Saubles Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
If you are facing retirement decisions, Smith, Mayer & Little Wealth Advisory Group can develop a customized retirement income plan. As specialists in retirement planning, we will guide you on Social Security benefits, 401k and retirement plan rollovers, pension choices, and distribution options. We can explain employer benefit plans and retirement systems such as PESERS and TIACREF. Smith, Mayer & Little, a wealth of knowledge about wealth. Get to know us over a cup of coffee or visit us at financialjava.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car. They can also cover your home. AAA Home Insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA Home Insurance to AAA Auto Insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA Home Insurance.
Hi, this is Mark Mason. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350, WOYK.
Head of the 8th, Nick Baker takes over. Pitching change is brought to you once again by Maple Donuts. 5-2. Somerset leads. Revs are on the board. And Baker will face 8, 9, and 1 in the order. Rodriguez, Gonzalez, Bourbon. Nick was on call Saturday night. Should that game have started, he would have made the start in place of Jay Goss, but we never did get started. This will be his first appearance in roughly a week. 4 outings overall, 6 1/3 innings, 5 runs, only 1 walk and 6 Ks. First pitch is lined to left field. That's going to be down for a hit. And that'll skip to the base of the arch nemesis. Dotel barehand pickup. Guns it. Little high, though. Casilla leaping, and it pops off his glove before a tag can be made. A leadoff double for Rodriguez on the first pitch. Here to start the 8th. It's his second double of the night, 2 for 4.
Right now, the Revs really need a shutdown inning, and it's not a great start to the inning, but no harm yet. Is Baker just a tough test now to have to strand that leadoff double.
Patriots' 10th hit of the night, their first off the Revs bullpen. 3 no-hit innings coming in. Here's Yovan Gonzalez, first pitch, and that's just low. Gonzalez 1 for 3, RBI ground out in the second, doubled and scored in the 4th. So he's had a nice night at the bottom of the order, coming back. I believe it was a hand mishap, if I remember correctly. The 1-0, and he swings, hits one high in the air, deep right corner. Mitchell back on it, and by the corner, he's got it. Tagging is Rodriguez from second. Throw comes into Casilla. A productive first out, 1 away. Mitchell down near the Revs bullpen mound had room.
Number 20, Julio Bourbon.
We go to the top of their order, and Julio Bourbon, who has had maybe the best night for their offense. He's 2 for 3, a double and a 2-run homer, and 2 runs from the leadoff spot. And here comes Mace. I assume we're going to see Robert Carson, with Bourbon being left-handed. And no, I don't think we are. I think Mace is just trying to get as many guys some work as he can at all these off days and rainouts and everything. And I guess you really don't match up as much when you're trailing anyway, and Carson had 3 innings Sunday. So looks like Gomez coming in. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. 5-2 Somerset here in the 8th. While we have a moment, our WellSpan Sports Medicine injury report. Jose Cuevas back in the lineup from the ankle sprain, and Melky Mesa back from the hamstring strain. Both were activated from the DL earlier today. Jose Tabata remains inactive, sidelined with personal reasons, family matter that took him back home to Venezuela for the time being. And Frank DeGiulio is still on the DL with that forearm issue that he's got. That is our WellSpan Sports Medicine injury report. Now Gomez will take over. The runner at third and 1 out.
I was going to say, he was in no particular hurry out of the bullpen. Slow walk and then a slow jog after that.
Be the Revs' 5th reliever used tonight. Tomorrow night is the evening doubleheader. It's also Southern York County School District night. Game is sponsored by the York County Economic Alliance. Revs' final home game in the next 9 days. They'll next be home May 25th for Star Wars night and a weekend series against the Road Warriors. Zach Groats in Game 1 tomorrow, and Dominic Severino in Game 2. Somerset with Kyle Davies and Corey Reardon. Tickets on sale at YorkRevolution.com, 717-801-HITS, and at the Revs ticket office. No, Bourbon is who Gomez will face. The Phillies and Orioles were postponed tonight, just down the road.
They must have caught what we got earlier in the night, because remember you showed me that picture down in Camden Yards around when it was pouring here and it looked sunny.
Yeah, that's right. Infield in, all 4 of them. First pitch is a slider that dips low. Appeal to third and no swing. And the Phillies and Orioles playing a day game tomorrow. They're not making that game up tomorrow. They will make it up in July. Interesting. Gomez set. Here's the 1-0. And a fastball just off the corner away. For Gomez, it's his 4th outing, 3 shutout innings, 1 hit coming in. Last saw him Friday night, got the hold in the 8th. Here's the 2-0. And a slider again, trying to get Bourbon to commit to one, and he stopped in time, no appeal. They do have first base open, and I don't think Gomez is going to let Bourbon smother a hitter's pitch here. He's staying out of the zone to him. There's the 3-0. And there's a fastball. It's on the outside, black for a strike. And I think being out of the zone somewhat here to him is by design based on what he's done tonight. Andy Chavez on deck. Gomez ready. And time asked for at the plate. We get a Gomez-Chavez matchup. It might be the most veteran possible matchup in the league. There's the 3-1. And a swing and a fly ball to left. Dotel moving toward the corner, and he'll get there, makes the grab, backing up. Tagging is Rodriguez, and that'll score him easily with Dotel having to go to the corner. Sac fly for Bourbon. He drives in his 3rd run of the night. And the Patriots lead 6-2 here in the 8th.
And that hurts for the Revs. I mean, you get 2 on the board, you make it a 3-run game, and now it's back to 4. A little bit of a deflating feeling there. But 1 run, I mean, it could definitely be worse. So Gomez, now with the bases empty and 2 outs, just has to bear down and just get the Revs through this 8th.
Here is Chavez, 1 for 3 with a sac bunt. And he swings, slaps one on the ground to short. It rolls to Dent. He'll fire it across, and that'll do it for the 8th inning. But the Patriots do get 1 back, 1 hit, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's Somerset 6, York 2.
Everything you've worked for may be facing a hostile takeover, but step outside the boardroom and look around. Not taking care of business right now could leave you dealing with a hostile takeover by crabgrass later this summer. And broadleaf weeds are just beneath the surface, ready to take their share of your turf too. Prevent hostile takeovers. Call Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care and give your lawn a good, healthy start this year. Heritage Lawn can apply crabgrass pre-emergent and quality fertilizer now to fortify your lawn for later. HeritageLawnandLandscape.com. World-class care right in your backyard.
Remember rushing to the newspaper in the morning to read all about that Revs game from the night before? Was it? Yeah, that was a long time ago. We barely remember that too. Sports Radio 1350 is your home for local sports, and we're taking care of that news void in your life. Get your York Revolution game articles delivered right to your inbox every morning, courtesy of WOYK. Simply log on to YorkRevolution.com and click to sign up to receive daily game recaps right to your inbox. Keep up to date every day as the York Revolution go for another Atlantic League title. We're your source for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at PeoplesBank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Enoe Polanco, and you're listening to Your Revolution Baseball on the home of the revolution, Sport Radio 1350 WOYK.
Bottom of the 8th, 6-2, Somerset. Chase Hutchinson stays in for the Patriots. He struck out Mitchell to end the 7th inning. Coming in to face the left-handed hitter. Somerset getting a run back and now up 6-2. Here's Witherspoon. And he takes a first pitch strike from his former teammate. Witherspoon 0 for 3 tonight. Had a 7-game hitting streak through game 1 of Sunday's doubleheader. There's the 0-1. Swings and taps one foul over along the first base side. Malky Mesa out of the Revs dugout to grab it. No balls and 2 strikes. 6 runs, 10 hits, and 2 errors for Somerset. 2 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors on York. Hutchinson stares in and ready with it. There's the 0-2, and it misses down and away. Slider. Witherspoon, Casilla, and Wilson trying to get something restarted offensively. Revs got half their hits in this game last inning. There's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got Witherspoon to lunge at a slider low and away. And Hutchinson strikes out his first 2 batters in his return to York, 1 down.
Well, he's been nasty so far tonight. And this is my first look at Hutchinson. Didn't get to see him in either of the spring games, but you can see why he is such a big impact for teams late in games. The way he can pitch to lefties and get some serious action on some of his breaking pitches.
Here's Alexi. First pitch is down low, off speed. It was a rough start to the year for Hutchinson, and they had been using him as a lefty matchup guy. And the other night when he got in, it was low leverage. There's a fastball and a high strike call on Casilla, evens things up. Tonight they brought him in to keep the tying run on deck to end the 7th. He did, and now stays in here in the 8th. He fires, and a chopper toward first. That's foul. As Dorn is over to knock it down, 1-2. Casilla tonight, 1 for 2, a single, also a sac bunt early in the game. The Revs had him sacrifice in the first inning, playing for a potential 2 runs on a base hit, but they never got those runs, and they've been trailing all night, and the offense had sputtered all night until the 7th. There's the 1-2, and it's a called 3rd strike. Fastball down in the zone, had Casilla frozen, perhaps looking for something different, and Hutchinson has now struck out all 3 that he's faced. We'll bring up Zach Wilson. Wilson tonight hitless in 3 at-bats. He went after the first pitch each of his first 2 times and was retired. And then got a bit deeper against Belo in the 6th, but struck out. First pitch, he swings and misses. Hutchinson a changeup. Revs trailing 6-2 here in the 8th. And they have been streaky early in the year. They're in danger of a 3rd straight defeat tonight. There's the 0-1 and a half swing. Wilson fooled on a slider. Before this, they obviously had won 4 straight, their longest of the year. Hutchinson ready, they set up away. The 0-2, and it misses off the plate. Fastball at 91. Looks in, he's got it. And the 1-2, that misses down and away, change up. Flag is completely still. Is it half mast for public safety officers' remembrance today? Hutchinson ready. And the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him on a slider. He comes in, faces 4 hitters, strikes out all 4. We'll go to the 9th. Somerset 6, York 2.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all. schools, sporting events, parties, both corporate and birthday. You name it, we'll be there. We bring the party to you. If you need a little bit of fun in your life, we're the shaved ice truck for you. Oh, and we fundraise too. This summer, cool down with Kona Ice. Give us a call at 1-800-KONA-ICE or visit us online at www.kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor our world.
What's the simplest, easiest, freest way to get in shape? Walking! That natural walking motion is great for almost every body, but not every shoe is great for walking.
Flying feet.
Flying Feet sports shoes carries the shoes designed to function best, whether you're out for an invigorating stroll or you're humming along at a serious fitness pace. Walking and fitness shoes that'll do the trick, including a variety of widths and hard-to-find sizes. Walk with name brands like New Balance, Saucony, Brooks, and Accelera. For intense fitness workouts, try shoes from Asics, New Balance, Rika, Saucony, and 361. Flying Feet's selection is great, and the service is even better. With personal attention many stores are lacking. Some stores sell shoes, Flying Feet fits them. So take life in stride and do it in style with comfortable walking shoes and fitness shoes from the Sportswear Specialty Store without specialty prices. Flying Feet sports shoes.
Flying Feet.
1511 Mount Rose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
This is Hall of Famer Jim Palmer. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Top of the ninth, Ricardo Gomez stays in. It is a 6-2 Somerset lead. Justin Trapp is up to begin the inning, and a slider bends away from Gomez. Ricardo retired both men faced in the eighth, gave up an inherited run on a sac fly, then got a ground out. And the 1-0, that is just outside. Revs in the bottom of the ninth will need 4 at this point in time. Dotel, Mesa, and Cruz will bat then. There's the 2-0. And a slider breaks down and away. The Patriots trying to end a 2-game skid. That's what the Revs were on coming in after that doubleheader Sunday. They started the year 4-1, then had a 4-game skid. Pitch is a fastball. That's a called strike. A loss tonight would put them at 500, 8-8. And it's been a streaky 8-8, which is not unexpected early in the year. There's the 3-1. And it just missed outside. Gomez wanted it. Trapp has a walk. And he's a leadoff base runner to begin the ninth. Revs then went on to win 4 in a row. Right, in danger of a 3rd straight loss. Here is Kyle Roller, who's 2 for 4. 2 singles on the night. He came in hitting 147. Revs set up to turn 2. Gomez with the pitch. And it's a fastball for a strike. Roller last year hit 326, 3rd in the league. Led the league in slugging, on base, and of course, the stat with those 2 added together, OPS, as Gomez throws over. Trapp a dive back. So Somerset 10-5. Roller really has not done much yet. That's a little scary. Now move to first, and Trapp diving in again. Right-hander Dustin Antolin, their closer, is up. Even with a 4-run lead, they'll go to him. Gomez, the 0-1. Trapp runs, it's outside. Cruz the throw. Dent reaching back for the tag, and safe is the call as Trapp went head first to the back end of second base. Has his 2nd steal of the night. Another good throw from Cruz, but Trapp 2 for 2 on the evening in attempts.
Like you said, a good throw from Cruz, and Luis has done a good job throwing the ball to bases this season. Has shown he can throw to any bag. Snap throws to first, or attempted base stealers to second, to third. Trapp, though, has had a nice night swiping bags.
Now slider low, 2-1. Roller, part of his huge year last year was 22 home runs. And that was in only 90 games played. Gomez a look back and delivers. Fastball just outside again, as he gets a little perturbed at not getting that corner. Looked off to the side disgustedly. A hitter's count. And Gomez the pitch. It's down and away, and it bounced past Cruz's glove to the net. Trapp will move up to third. It's ball 4 and a wild pitch. 2 walks in the inning, and the Patriots have designs on putting the finishing touches on this one. Revs already will need at least 4 in the bottom of the 9th. Those are the first 2 walks of the year for Gomez. Cruz goes through the signs for the infield, runners at the corners, and Castellanos will dig in. He is 0 for 4 with a flyout and 3 strikeouts tonight. First pitch, swing and a miss. High fastball at 90. Gomez, who will be 40 in a month, still get it up to 90 and above. There's the 0-1. And a swing and a foul back. That one showed up at 92. And Castellanos a little late, fouling it back onto the roof.
Are we having a party for Ricardo, the big 4-0?
Yeah.
We have to, right? They got to do something.
Absolutely. That's a big one. Has his sign. And the 2-strike pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called. He went away at 94 and rings up Castellanos for the first out. The 4th time Revs pitchers have struck him out tonight.
Not a good night for Castellanos, but his team is winning the game, so I'm sure he'll get over the 4 strikeouts pretty quickly. But, hey, I mean, Gomez, take what the umpire gives you. That's a pretty good pitch on the outer half. High and away fastball there to a right-hander. Catches the corner. Big out number 1.
Here's Danny Dorn. 2 for 4. First pitch. He swings, and I guess he missed it. Thought he tipped it, but we're shielded from up here. The Revs will be at Somerset on Gomez's birthday, so probably celebrate with a trip to the mall. Here's the 0-1. And a fastball just inside, or a trip to target. They have one of those.
Doing it big for the big 4-0 there. Trip to target.
That's what I would do if my birthday was at Somerset. A 1-1. And he tried to check the high fastball. They have to appeal towards shortstop. And that's where Derek Moshe said he didn't go. Yeah, typically it's a midday bus to the Bridgewater Commons for us. A lot of food options. They have a Macy's. Here's the 2-1. And a slider, that misses low.
You can find some good deals at Macy's. They Target too, so I mean, if you're bargain hunting, Somerset, good trip to be on.
I'm usually looking for Easy Mac for after the game. Starbucks and Target. Here's the 3-1. And he rips it right to first. Zach Wilson steps in the bag, throws to second, dent the tag. Before Justin Trapp scored, he took his time jogging to home plate. It was no longer a force play. And a mistake from Trapp cost the Patriots an insurance run. It's a double play for York. Ball was scalded, and Wilson, who had been playing a great third, has looked good on the move back to first tonight as well. No runs, no hits, one left. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Revs need a big one, trailing 6-2.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. You know what really grinds my gears? Perfectly good cars being thrown away just because the transmission went bad. My mind slips into overdrive when someone says,
I'll just get a new car before I'm spending that kind of money on a transmission.
What? According to Kelley Blue Book, the average price of a new car is $32 grand. Now you're going to finance that, right? There's another $6 to $8 grand. And if you drive it off the showroom floor, it loses 20% of its value immediately. Don't forget, you also have to pay sales tax, higher insurance rates, title and registration fees, and come up with $600, $700, $800 a month depending on your interest rates for 5 years. And remember, you will still have to pay for the upkeep of the car. Brakes, tires, wipers, fluids, etc. Stop! Trade your transmission, not your car.
Thanks, good-looking genius.
You're welcome, ma'am. Broadway Transmission. We'll get your shift together and save you all that dough. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
The York County Solid Waste Authority is a proud sponsor of Go Green Night at the York Revolution on June 9th. The first 2,000 fans through the gate will receive a free eco-friendly cloth shopping tote. We call foul on plastic bags, and you should too. Visit www.ycswa.com for more earth-friendly tips. That's www.ycswa.com. Garbage is power.
Local sports on WOYK are brought to you by Maple Donuts, York's great-tasting family tradition.
Hi, I'm Joel Embiid of the Philadelphia 76ers. Catch Sixers basketball all season on Sports Radio, 1350 WOYK, first in York, first in sports.
Bottom of the ninth, Patriots closer Dustin Antolin is in the game. Their former closer, John Hunton, is their new pitching coach this season. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Revs down 6-2. Wellington Dotel will lead it off. Is 1 for 3. Singled, stole a base, scored in the 7th. Here is the first pitch, and it's up and in. That brushes him back a little bit. Antolin in 6 outings, 6 innings, 3 runs, 2 earned. The ERA is 3. 1 hit per inning, 4 walks, 7 strikeouts though. The 1-0, and a swing and a liner, center field, slicing right back to Bourbon though. Didn't even have to lift a foot. He was right there and squeezes for the first out. Dotel 1 for 4 now in the night. Second time that he's lined out to Bourbon in center. He's hit the ball pretty well tonight. Bring up Melky Mesa, who is 0 for 3, but on a couple of his outs has hit it pretty well. Sharp ground balls. Antolin from the stretch delivers and misses up and away. He is 6'2", 230. Brings some big league time to the table. It's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. He powers the fastball by. Last year he began the season at AAA Syracuse, was released and signed with Somerset, where he had 3 walks and 29 strikeouts. The 1-1, swinging a foul tip, I believe, into the mitt. Either way, it's 1-2. His first 14 outings last year did not give up a run. He dominated in the Venezuelan Winter League as well. He deals and misses way upstairs, 2-2. Got to the majors with Toronto, the team that drafted him out of high school in Hawaii. Ready, here's the 2-2 to Mesa. And a fastball down and in. Antolin grunting as he let go of it. A full count.
Couple outs to play with for the Revs. All it takes is one guy get on base, a hit after that, start a rally. I mean, this thing's not over.
Luis Cruz waiting on deck, eyeing him up. Antolin the stretch. And the 3-2 to Mesa. Swing, and he fouls it off his foot. And falls straight down, Mesa does. He'll push himself back up and walk it off. Boy, we couldn't get through the night without one of those, could we?
Yeah, I'm looking at the dugout to see if Chong and Mace are coming out of the dugout, because it seems like you can't get through a game with one of those or both coming out.
Jeez.
But, I mean, so far we've been clean tonight in that department.
Mesa just smoothly brushed himself off, says, I'm good. That looked bad when it went straight down into that instep, but got back up relatively quickly. 6-2 Somerset here in the bottom of the ninth. Now Antolin has his sign once again, and another 3-2 coming up. And a swing and a miss. He got him with the fastball toward the outer half. 2 down, and the Revs down to their final out tonight.
The Revs had only struck out 4 times through 6 innings, and from the 7th on, they struck out twice in the 7th, 3 in the 8th, and now 1 in the 9th. That's 6 more right there. So the late innings, it's been a lot of swings and misses.
5 of the last 6 hitters have been struck out. Here's Luis Cruz. First pitch, he swings, fouls it back over the roof. Cruz 1 for 3, RBI triple in the 7th, and scored. Antolin, an 11th round pick of Toronto in 08, got to the majors in 2016. Now the 0-1. Swinging a rip up the middle. Base hit for Luis Cruz. The Revs not done yet tonight. Cruz is 2 for 4 and took it right back up the box.
Well, he continues to hit. Had a really nice series against New Britain this past weekend. Had a 2-hit game in that series. Another 2-hit game here tonight.
Revs now being out hit 10-7. Antolin, all he could do was flinch when that one left his hand. 2-out base runner for Jose Cuevas, who's 0 for 2 but does have a sac fly.
Well, that's Cruz's 5th multi-hit game this year.
He keeps it alive. Here's the first pitch to Cuevas. Swing and a miss. Fastball. Antolin with swing and miss stuff. Sandy De Leon offering some encouragement from the first base coach's box. A lot of what Mace mentioned earlier today was guys trying to pull it, getting a little too big with their swings. And a time called right as Antolin was about to break the hands and stride home. Cuevas got it in the nick of time after a long set. Again, we've seen this issue be the culprit of offensive struggles in years past. They play here where there's an inviting left field. Sometimes they'll take little short toss BP, which can help. It's the 0-1 and a fastball called strike. I didn't see what they were doing with the early work today. They might have done that. Mace said they were out doing some drills. Yeah, I had meetings and stuff, Michael. All in a day's work.
It's a tough lifestyle when you got to push the meetings in before the game. It's a long day.
And lunch to eat. Just a lot going on. It's the stretch from Antolin. And now the 0-2. Swing, and he pops it up, foul coming back. That was right in near Cuevas' midsection. He went after it and fouled it. Checks the bat to make sure it didn't crack.
They're still alive here, still alive. 1 strike to play with. Jose already driven in a run tonight. How about some 9th inning fireworks, keep this thing going?
Could go for that. Antolin, a very deliberate worker. Long look in. Now sets the hands. Another 0-2 on the way. And that misses down low. If you're wondering why we're still at this thing, we had an hour and 36-minute rain delay at the start, which paled in comparison to the 144 on Sunday, and the 45-minute delay on Sunday in the middle of Game 2. Ready again. Here is the 1-2. And he just got a piece. Cuevas battles on a low fastball. He scrapes it foul. First game played since May 2nd tonight. Sprained ankle when they were dropping like flies in the opening 8 games. I believe it was 4 players that went down in 8 games. And they lost to Julio the very next half inning that night. It's the 1-2. Swing and a rip. Left field, that's a base hit. That'll skip to the base of the wall. And the throw goes to second. Fortunately, perhaps for the Revs, Cruz goes first to third on it. And Jose Cuevas smothers a single to left field. That ball was torched. And that's got to feel great to him. First and third, and the game goes on. Tying run now on deck.
Hey, it's not over. It's never over until that 27th out is recorded. And here's Ryan Den, who already has a pair of hits tonight. Let's make it 3. Keep this thing going. That ball was smacked by Jose. Turning on a pitch after seeing a few, fouling some off. A great AB overall.
That's got to be a relief to him. His previous hit, his 3rd hit of the season, was the infield hit on May 2nd. So it's been a while since he's hit one like that.
Well, that was the ball he got hurt on.
Yeah.
Correct? Yeah.
Yep. And here is Dent trying to keep it alive. First pitch is on the outside corner, a called strike. Dent indeed 2 for 3 on his night. If he gets on, Jared Mitchell on deck is the tying run in this game. 6-2 Somerset. Revs down to their final out. Here's the stretch. And the 0-1. Fastball, it's a called strike. They let Cuevas take second. He will do so. It's a defensive indifference. Revs are now down to their final strike tonight. 0-2 with 2 outs in the 9th, and Dent will go into battle mode. Facing the Patriots closer. Antolin has his sign, a glance back. They set up away. And the 0-2, swing and a miss. Got him with a high fastball at 92, the hardest that he had thrown any of those pitches in this 9th inning. And the Patriots take game 1 of this 3-game, 2-day series by a final score of 6-2. Revs threatened in the 9th, got on the board in the 7th, but ultimately too little too late tonight as they suffer a 3rd straight loss and fall back to 500 at 8-8. 6-2 the final. Stay tuned. Post-game show follows next.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against against Mother Nature? Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
Donegal offers car and homeowners insurance at rates that are very competitive. So competitive that Donegal's car insurance rates are among the lowest in the state. And if you insure your car and home with Donegal, Donegal will take up to an additional 10% off